Yes, sir.
Artur Beterbiev. The Russian bear. The Chechnyan rebel.
Chechnya.
Artur Beterbiev. Should play some Russian music.
Yeah, well, we're just gonna find any.
Yeah, try to talk to the show. Sure. Mother Russia. That was his family, huh? At the end of it.
Yeah. But yeah, how's it going, everybody? It's K right here, back at it with another good show. With the brother himself, Mr. Tim Muzzy, aka Mr. Skywalker.
What's up, everybody?
Yep. Just wanted to pretty much just like have a good clear introduction to the one and only, the unified world champion at the 175-pound division, Mr. Artur Beterbiev, out of good old Mother Russia, aka the Chechen Bear, if you will. And yeah, like I'm gonna be doing a boxer ratings zone show for him to give him his credibility. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about him, and me and Tim, we're gonna just basically break it down.
He actually represents Canada, bro. And
Yeah.
Citizenship with Canada. And
yeah.
And tell you the truth, bro. I don't know if you know anything. With history, like with wars and everything. Like, 'cause I'm a vet, bro. I follow everything, but Chechnya, man, it's primarily Muslim. So, what do you call it? Russia is Eastern Orthodox Catholic, right? Okay, not like West, like Roman, like they're Eastern Orthodox Catholic, and they discriminate because they're communists basically,
Yeah,
bro. They,
yeah.
they discriminate on all sorts of groups of people. I have a coworker that's Jehovah Witness, and I guess they've banned all Jehovah Witnesses. They think that it's against the law. They'll lock your ass up for being that religion, or
Oh,
or
really? Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
they're
yeah.
sick like that, bro. Look at Brittany Griner, man. She's gonna get 10 years for smoking some fucking weed, bro. You know what I mean?
Wait, 10 years?
Yeah, bro. 10-year sentence for a fucking cart, bro. Just a cartridge or some wax or some kind of concentrate, bro. I think it was a cart, bro.
Oh, that's some bullshit, man. Fuck
Yeah,
that.
some
Justice
bullshit,
for him,
bro.
man. Justice
Yeah,
for that woman.
yeah. And right now it's politically motivated why they're keeping her, they're extending her detention because we're helping Ukraine out with weapons.
Yeah,
So, but
yeah, but pretty much, I just wanted to, do this show for Artur, just to,
yeah. Well,
like,
I was gonna explain to you though, Chechnya, where he's from, they used to be separate from Russia, and they were at war with Russia, and
yeah,
somehow they're
yep,
part of Russia again. But during the fall of the Soviet Union, like '91, the early '90s and all that shit, late '80s,
yeah,
Cold War and all that. They had Chechen rebels, and the Russians were fighting them. They're always fighting the military. Was always going out trying to kill them. There's a lot of hostage situations. I don't know if you remember back in the day, but there was like
yeah, yeah, yeah.
into schools and shit like that, bro. And
Yeah,
they
they
had
tried to do the same thing in Dagestan and all the other Middle Eastern lands like Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and all those
yeah.
um how should I say Arab Middle Eastern lands, I guess.
I heard he's real pro Canadian, bro. Like he loves Canada, Arthur.
Yeah,
So
like I have French Canadian blood, like in my DNA, but
yeah, you're from that area and shit. You're pretty close to Canada. I'm close to Mexico. You're close
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Like I'm actually from Albany to Canada. That's like I think that's at least like what almost like a 10-hour drive, right? So
right.
so I mean like Albany to Canada, that's like at least like yeah, to Montreal.
Yeah, not far at all. You guys have that BC bud over there, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like according to Google, that's like a 3 hour, of 34 minute ride.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
right now currently Albuquerque. I'm kind of far from the border. I'm about 3 hour drive to the border, about the same.
yeah. I was gonna say,
So I used to grow up. I grew up on the border. To walk
yeah.
across.
I was gonna say, Florida is actually close, closer to the Mexican border too.
Nah, not even. Well, I guess a different part of the Mexican border. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
because
thinking.
it borders the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah, but it's still
Yeah,
still crazy, bro.
yeah,
You're closer to Cuba. You're closer to Cuba and all that
yeah,
shit.
yeah, yeah. Cuba, Dominican, Puerto
Yeah,
Rico.
Haiti and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
DR.
yeah. But pretty much, me and Tim, we're gonna be basically, critiquing, Artur Beterbiev's, fighter, like fighting attributes, and we're basically gonna just do the same thing, have our, eight standard topics, and yeah, pretty much, for all the topics at hand, we have the eye test, boxing ability, ring IQ, defensive ability, the footwork, power, chin, and the intangibles. And for Artur Beterbiev, for those of you that don't know, he is a Russian born Canadian resident that fights out of Montreal in Quebec, Canada. He is 5'11" and a half with a 73-inch arm reach. He is 37 years old and he is a orthodox fighter. He has 18 wins, all by KO, and
Okay.
yeah, yeah, and I believe as far as his amateur pedigree, I think he used to be an Olympian. I could be
Yeah.
wrong on that.
No, bro. He started boxing at 25. I think, bro.
Oh
He had,
yeah.
he started boxing in like 2013, bro. At the age of
Yeah.
20, yeah, he's 37 now.
Yeah. He actually did compete in the 2012 Olympic Games.
Oh, okay.
He lost to Alexander Usyk in the quarterfinal.
Are you serious? They fought? Oh,
Yeah,
shit. I
yeah.
didn't know that.
He fought Usyk. He fought Michael Hunter. He fought Usyk pretty much twice in his amateur career, and he fought like a bunch of Russian dudes. And yeah, he has a pretty good he has like a pretty good stacked amateur pedigree. Oh, he also fought Gavatsik in the amateurs. He actually knocked him out too. He knocked him out back in Turkey. That was that was back in 2009, back in April 15th.
Yeah.
Yo, that's insane, man. Wow.
When we
Damn.
were on Mo Boxing's channel doing the pound for pound list, I did a little research on Beterbiev. Uh, he has been dropped once, bro, in his career.
Yeah.
I forgot the name of the guy. I didn't do research
Um,
for the show,
he
but
got dropped by Caleb Johnson.
okay, Callum Johnson.
Yeah.
Okay, now check this out. All right, I remember I always I love looking at box rec, bro, and I always check out fighters on their box. I could read it just like the Bible, bro. Just to get a picture. You can't really base everything off box rec, but hey, that's their stats, bro. That's their resume.
Yeah.
Well, there'll be links to the bout, and there'll be more description about the bout, and you can hear, what happened more or less.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, his first four opponents were trash buckets, like shitty. I remember they had shitty ass records, but he fought a lot of like undefeated or people with like two defeats or one defeat. You know what I'm saying? With like 20 wins, 25 wins, shit like that. When he was starting out, so he's fought some pretty good. I mean, it's pretty decent competition for what it's worth in that division. You know what I'm saying? Light heavyweight at the time. Um, he oh, check this out. There's news today on Beterbiev too, man. He's gonna fight Yard, right? It's supposed to be October 29th in London.
Yeah, that's gonna be really, really good. I
Hearn
can't wait for that.
Eddie Hearn came out and was talking shit. He was all like, he doesn't want to fight Bivol, but he'll fight Yard. Aram's ducking. He's basically calling Aram a duck. So
Yeah, that's bullshit.
because yeah, Hearn wants to give Bivol a shot. He says Hearn believes that Bivol will beat him, of course, because that's his fighter. But I think Beterbiev would school him, bro.
Yeah, like I think Bivol would beat him, but
You think Bivol would beat him, really? Just
yeah.
off boxing ability? But you know what, man? I think this guy's punches hurt, bro. And when it's time to finish business, he finishes business.
Yeah, like I mean, a better beer if actually hurts Bivol, then that fight can easily go into better
To,
beer's
to
favor.
me, Beterbiev is more the boogeyman. Bivol beat a little Canelo, so I mean, really, I can't just measure off that. You know what I mean? I can't measure
Yeah.
off.
But let's I was gonna say let's talk about the very first topic.
Okay.
How would you rate the eye test for Artur?
Oh, 18-0 boogeyman. He's kind of like Boots is the 147 boogeyman. This is the 175 boogeyman. 100% KO ratio. What he did to Smith. Everybody should be like, fuck. Nobody can touch this guy, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
And he's scary, bro. Like Kovalev had a pretty scary rep when he first, like in his prime. Kovalev, like when he was good at that light heavyweight division. Call him the Crusher. Remember that shit? And dude, he's like Boots, man. Like when you see Boots, you're like, fuck, like this guy can knock some shit out. This guy got power. Like, no sleep on him. Yeah, well, he's that guy at 175.
Yeah, I think like honestly like for my rating like I give him a 10, but I don't know like what you would give him.
Oh, on eye test a 10, brother.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, I say a 10. 18-0 is still kind of early, but I give him a
Yeah.
10. Yeah, because he's unified right now. one more strap.
Yeah, because the reason why that I of like that I grade him a 10 is because he's shown enough separation, with all 18 of his fights to show that he's not made for like a medium or beginner level type of fighting style. He's made for the high level advanced type of fighting style, and I think eventually he's just going to show it when it all comes to fighting Bivol. But I just think based off of the eye test, he's a very very tremendous fighter. He knows how to box. He knows how to put himself in the right position to hurt you, and he has like that Deontay Wilder type of style, but it's like mixed with a, how should I say? It's mixed with a um like it's almost mixed with like with a Riddick Bowe type of like a type of fighting style. He fights like a heavyweight, but he's more athletically gifted. Like if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree, man. So yeah, so you give him a 10, I give him a 10 on the eye
Yeah,
test.
yep, yep. How would you rate his boxing ability?
Oh, bro, check this out. I'm gonna throw you a curveball on this one. I'm gonna give him 8.5.
Okay, 8.5. Yeah, I would give him like a solid 8.75.
All right, because I haven't really seen too much of it, bro. It's more of a come forward and brawl and bang. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I have to rewatch more of his fights to give a like a true honest assessment of my score. But from what I've seen, he's more of a bully than he is a boxer. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah,
I see Bivol as a boxer. I see Beterbiev as like he's got some fucking. Have you seen the way he works out, bro? He's got some power, man.
yeah. He works out like a monster. He's just insane.
Fucking spins that fucking bar around and fucking push ups on the fingertips and flips his fucking wrist around and fucking push up. He's just crazy, bro.
Yeah,
He's a monster. He's a monster, bro.
yeah. Um, yeah. For me, like I think his boxing ability is not needed as much, but he doesn't really, use it to the highest, display. So
Right.
I would say like it's above average. It's not it's not the greatest boxing ability. I think
I'm right here.
yeah. I think everything that Artur has done in his career, he doesn't need to use it as much. So he's just going in there to knock you out. He's not really going in there to actually box. And
Yeah. Oh.
I mean that's like a really good thing to do because why would you want to keep somebody in there with you if they're not able to handle your punching power? To which I'll explain that in that category more soon. But still, it's just that his boxing ability is decent. It's not like the hyper level type of boxing ability that we see from like a Devin Haney or Shakur Stevenson or Javante Davis. So yeah, I would say a solid 8.75.
Okay.
How would you rate the defensive ability?
Uh, fuck. I give him a good score. You know why, man? Like I said, yeah, he's more of a bully. He's a come forward from what I've seen. Like like I said, he jabs, and then he fucking sets up his power punches and um defensive ability. I've seen that accident. Remember, he cut his fucking head and he was bleeding on his last fight. Remember
Yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
Marcus fight? And then he went into killer mode after he got that cut and he knew they might stop. You know what I mean? Like, he just wanted to take him out, keep his KO ratio 100%. That's what's scary about him, bro. And it's like go time for him. It's go time. He showed that with Smith, showed it with his last opponent.
yeah.
Defensive ability though, say 9, bro. Because
Okay.
I haven't seen him get tagged up really like too good. I mean, I've seen him get punched. Actually, dude, Marcus Brown did better than Smith, which trips me out, bro.
Yeah, yeah. Because at least
Oh,
Marcus Brown, he was tagging him with the jab, but he wasn't like actually hurting his face.
Yo, he turned into Boogeyman after this fight, though. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of people are being biased and shit, but you get to go back and look at his. He's got a lot. He's got some first round knockouts, but he's got some like third, fourth. You know what I mean? Sometimes he's in a little battle type shit, but he's I don't know, bro. He's just he's trained different. He's trained different. I
Yeah,
believe in his training. That
yeah.
motherfucker dedicated. He wakes up every morning. Probably does like 1,000 burpees, does those fingertip push-ups, does pull-ups with his fingertips.
Pull through the fingertips. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
there's special people out there that can do that kind of shit, bro. Like Bruce Lee was one of my idols, bro, and that motherfucker was a beast, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And yeah, some people have that gift, you know.
yeah. Yeah, I would like I would give his defense like a 9. He's not going in there to
I
try to
haven't
make
seen
you.
him on the back foot. I haven't seen him on the back foot. Huh?
Yeah, like
Have
I
you
mean
seen him
to
go
me,
backwards?
well, I don't really see him box off of his back foot. It seems like he knows how to box off of his back foot, but he doesn't need to use it to actually block a lot of shots coming back. So
I
I
seen
think
him create space, like step backwards to throw a heavy punch. But I haven't seen him defensively going backwards type shit, like
yeah,
trying to jab back. You know what I mean? Anything like that? I haven't seen that yet.
yeah, I think he only does that just to load up on a big shot, so that way he can put himself in proper position to
Yeah, yeah, the perfect space. You know that he
yeah,
understands spacing and shit, and how he can get the right distance to throw an effective punch.
yeah, yeah. So I would pretty much give it like the same grade, like a 9 out of 10. Like he has good defense to prevent what the multitude of shots coming to him to get hit. So I think it's just how we see his fights go. It's like he's not getting punched hard to get knocked out. He's getting hit like with like light shots that aren't really tagging him. So
Right,
I think that's a very smart how should I say that's a very smart mechanism that he does to put himself in proper position. So therefore, when he's in kill mode, he's using that proper defense to basically like tire you out and find that big wide opening to crack you. So,
right.
but yeah, that's pretty much like what I have for that
Okay.
category. How would you rate his ring IQ?
Oh man, a 10, bro. He's smart. All right, I'm gonna tell you why, man. His IQ is smart. Just be like Marcus Brown fight. Like, fuck, he knew shit was gonna get stopped. He wasn't worried about. You know what? He was kind of worried because Brown was throwing shots too, maybe, but he knew when that ref was looking at him, bro, and that blood was gushing, that it was go time. And he had to fucking take him out, and he did, bro. Same thing with Smith. Like, when his mind is set, bro, and it's like, fuck it, I'm done playing
Yeah,
with my food. I need to kill my food and shit. Stop playing with it. I need to kill it. He does that, bro. So I give him a 10.
yeah,
He's a
yeah.
good.
For me, like I would probably give it like a solid like 9.75. Um,
Yeah,
I think I think he has amazing ring IQ, but it's like he has like a little kinks here and there, but he can easily fix it. He's not dumb. He's actually very very intelligent, and
yeah, I
I
think
think
that's what makes
honestly,
him a good boxer. Is he's very intelligent, bro.
yeah,
He- he's a weirdo, bro. He doesn't like boxing at all. He doesn't follow the sport.
yeah.
He doesn't even know who the
That's
fuck
also very
Anthony.
shocking.
He doesn't know who Anthony Yard is, bro. He's like, I'm gonna have to watch film
Yeah,
on him.
I need to
When
watch
a
film.
fight's set, he's like, when a fight's
Yeah,
set, then I
I
watch
would
film, I study, and
I
then
would
I
seriously.
train. he's saying,
I train. That's all I do.
I'm
Yeah,
like, bro, why don't you like boxing, you fucker? Like,
yeah,
look,
like
fuck, you
yeah,
got all
like
these
there should
fans.
at least study, like about the sport.
Yeah, jump in a YouTube panel, motherfucker. Come on,
Yeah,
man.
that's what I'm saying. Like
People giving
if I
people
were
giving me fucking tens on
if,
IQ. Come on, man.
if I were ever to have Arthur Beterbiev on my channel, I would ask him that. Like, if you are a professional fighter, shouldn't you go to these fights so that way you could study your fighters that you could potentially fight?
Right, bro.
Yeah, because it's like I love Artur Beterbiev. He's like honestly one of the most heavily dedicated fighters in all of boxing. But I just feel like if you don't watch the sport, but yet you're still in it, it's like why are you still doing boxing? It's just like you should just focus on something else because I think honestly you have like a better lifestyle to go for
Yeah,
versus like getting punched in the face.
yeah, for real, man.
Yeah.
He's a smart guy, but man, he didn't even get into boxing until he was 25. Fuck.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. I was also gonna say, imagine if he got into boxing a lot younger, like
Right?
he would probably still have like a damn near perfect record. He would have been crushing dudes a lot younger.
Yeah, look at all the foreign guys that started young, that are successful, like Usyk and
Usyk, yep.
I mean, I can't knock on Lomachenko. I know everybody's been knocking on him, but he still was pretty fucking good. He was good as a kid, as a youngster. Um, Fuck, bro. There's a lot of them foreign fighters, man, are stepping up the game, even with boxing and UFC. He kind of reminds me of, you know how UFC had Khabib. I have a feeling, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I was just about to say that
The
he
boxing,
has like a Khabib type of style.
exactly. This is the boxing version of Khabib, bro, and the
Khabib,
legacy,
yeah.
possibly the legacy of the Eagle, bro.
Khabib
Now,
Nurmagomedov.
watch him retire. Fucking, he's 37, bro. I don't see him fighting for a long time though.
Yeah,
He,
same here. I don't want to see him in the sport for
he
that
is
much.
defeatable. He has been dropped, guys. It's got
Yeah.
it's like the Mike Tyson game. You got to fucking jab, 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 jab. Get that little opening, that small little opening, and fucking crack them, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
He is defeatable. So now everybody's. There's some people in the game right now that are in lower weight classes that I think like, who the fuck's gonna beat them? Because you don't see them make mistakes. And like
Yeah.
Shakur, like the lower weight divisions, but these bigger guys, man. I'm a big guy, bro. I'm 6'4", bro, and I have
Dang, you
size.
6'4"?
Yeah, and I have a size 14 shoe,
Holy
bro.
shit. Yeah, man. Like I'm like 6 feet, but I'm like a size 13.
Yeah, I'm 6'4", 200. I look skinny, dog. I'm a giant dude, bro.
Yeah,
And
like I'm not even supposed to be this big for my height, but I'm like 300 and like what 30 plus pounds, but like
yeah,
my natural weight is like 215 technically, but back in wrestling in high school, like that was like 190.5 for my
yeah,
certified
that's
weight.
my
So
weight, bro. I'm a tall, skinny fucker.
yeah,
But yeah, dude. When I get in my chair at work, bro, and I have to slide in there, I have big ass feet, bro. So I can't tell you. I practice pull ups, bro, just in case
pull-ups.
I fall out, bro, and I can pull myself up.
Yeah,
Today, man, you know what, bro? It was crazy, K-Rod. I never had such a crazy fucking day, bro. When I was on the phone with you, bro, and we were doing that show earlier,
yes,
man,
sir.
something crazy happened, bro.
What
So
happened?
I was set up for 2 drops, right? Or I was gonna do 2. The sun was coming. I could see it because once it hits the glass, bro, it makes my soap dry and it fucks the windows up. It's a waste of a drop, you know?
Yeah,
So I decided I have a suction cup, so I decided to pull myself when I was on the phone with you. And I pulled my ropes off of the carpet and it landed on a sharp piece of metal. So I thought my rope was gonna get cut today, bro. Fucking
oh man.
yeah, bro. There's a chance of it, bro. If it's sharp, it'll cut through a rope. You know what I mean?
Oh
Oh,
dang.
it's my body weight.
Yeah.
So you heard me yelling for my boss, man. He was around, man. That motherfucker was lazy, bro. He didn't want to climb up I was up on a tower, so he didn't want to climb up there.
Damn.
Fine. He's like, you should be good. And I'm like, he's all, just try not to go too fast on when you're swinging because I had a long reach, but I'm real tall. So I use my reach a lot in window cleaning to get to windows. I have a 80-inch reach, bro. So
Dang, that's like super duper long.
yeah, it's funny because I clean the basketball stadium here, bro, and they have a mascot like little hologram thing, standing up that look like a wolf,
Yeah.
but the wolf is the size of a power forward. And it's like players like 6'7" with the reach out. And I go
Dang,
put my arms out, bro.
good.
I'm longer than that motherfucker, dog.
Yeah, I
I'm like,
don't really know like oh, sorry.
go ahead, bro.
Like I personally don't know like what my wingspan is, but I do have pretty decent long arms.
Yeah,
Yeah.
makes it harder for push-ups with tall guys, bro.
Yeah, I don't even do push-ups anymore. I just basically just do like calisthenics or any like
Bro,
type of boxing,
yeah.
endurance type of workout. Yeah.
I recommend buying these, bro. If you do push-ups, this is the best fucking thing, dude, in the world. Can you see it good? I can't see my camera, dude. So
Oh wait, hold on. Oh yeah. Those things are really really good. My dad had something similar to that.
yeah, it's a perfect push-up, bro.
Perfect push up. Yeah.
Yeah, when you go down, you rotate and you come up.
Oh
Boom.
yeah.
This motherfucker will cut you. This will get you good at push-ups. Cause, bro, if you can kill it on this, you can kill it on the ground, bro. Like your fucking ground push-ups, you'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Because like you doing 20 of these is like doing like fucking 40 of the ground. Like after doing good 20
Yeah.
of this, you'll be doing 40 on the ground like it's easy. It'll make
Yeah.
push-ups easy for you, bro. Just practice these, bro. It's give you the perfect form. Don't
Yeah.
do too many reps, bro. Just get a burnout, bro. Just fucking burn yourself out each time, dude. And
Yeah.
you'll increase your number. I get a deck of cards, bro, and I go through the cards and I do push-ups and then I have kettlebells.
Yeah.
I'm a tall, skinny fucker. Like I said, I'm long and rangy, so I have long, skinny. I have to you work out, bro. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I can't be looking like Fedora, bro.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like honestly, Fundora man, like he looks like a giraffe, bro. I'm not trying
Yeah.
to be disrespectful, but it's just like, dude, like you got to put some more meat on your bones, man.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell me that you're naturally fit at 154. But I was gonna talk about the next topic about Archer's footwork. How would you rate it?
Uh, pretty good, pretty skilled. I give him a fuck. This is kind of hard, bro. Like, so I should have watched all 18 of his fights. It wouldn't even took me that long. Maybe a day ahead of time.
That's all good,
That
man.
bigger career. You know what I mean? But footwork, fuck.
Uh,
It's a come forward footwork. It's good. It's decent. It's 9.
okay.
But I haven't seen him going backwards, so that's why I'm giving him a 9.
Yeah, I would give it like a solid 8. I don't think his footwork is the best,
Yeah.
but I think honestly, like everything that he's done so far, he doesn't need to use too much of it. So, uh, like honestly, it's all simply just to see where he's at when he faces like somebody that knows how to use his feet
You're
very
right.
very well.
Oh,
So I think like a guy like Dimitri Bevo will give him a lot of trouble when it comes to that department. But I think I think for the footwork, it's decent, but it's yet to be determined when he faces somebody that has better footwork than him.
yeah, I think Bivol has better footwork than Beterbiev. For a
Yeah,
fact.
That's what I was just about to say.
Over my head as I'm watching them fight, Bivol's got better footwork.
Yeah.
Because you see
Um.
the angles he had on Canelo,
Yeah.
right? So Beterbiev, same shit though. Fuck, he had some angles on fucking Smith, but it was all from the jab, the mano de piedra. ¿Tú entiendes español? Mano de piedra is a hand of stone, bro. You know what I'm saying? That motherfucker. That's what they call him, bro. That's his nickname, dude. I've heard of people call it.
Yeah.
Everybody in Mexico, bro, right now, dude. Everybody that's talking about Beterbiev, they call him Mano de Piedra. It's a hand of stone, bro.
Oh yeah.
The motherfucker does have a hand of stone.
Yeah. Yeah, like I think honestly Beterbiev, he's like a demon mixed with like a I don't know, like he's a demigod demon type of fighter. Like he's somebody that you can't break. He has to like break himself before you break him type of
Right.
fighter.
Watch this. I'm gonna get high, bro.
Yeah. um
I'll show you some good
but
shit. K-Rod.
yeah, I was gonna say, how would you rate his power?
Power, fuck. A 20. No, it's funny. 10, bro.
10.
Hey, because he's
Yeah,
got, he
same here.
don't just hurt people, bro. It hurts the best of them, so I give him a 10.
Yeah,
Period. Yeah, nobody can give him less than a 10, bro. This is like you said,
yeah,
this is the light heavyweight version of fucking Wilder, bro.
pretty
Remember
much.
Wilder was 37 KOs, right? Fuck. Shit in a row, huh?
Yeah.
Fuck. Wilder's my
Yeah,
dog, bro. I like Wilder. I don't give a fuck if he can't box. It's the same shit, bro. With light heavyweight, this Beterbiev like the light heavyweight Wilder, bro. I can't even call him Tank because Tank has a high KO ratio, but Tank got hella good feet. You know what I mean? He's got good boxing ability too. Wilder, man, in his last fight, bro, when he first came out against Fury, fuck, man, he did his thing, bro. Like I seen
yeah, he
him.
looked amazing.
Yeah, that first round, bro, he was fucking jabbing that motherfucker in his beer gut, bro. And I was yelling, "Bomb Squad!" And I was in a theater, bro. I'm watching it in a theater with my homie. They had a lot of Fury fans in that motherfucker, and I was pissing them off. But I walked out of there feeling like shit, bro, because I was yelling "Bomb Squad" at them. I was drunk. It was a Flicks Brew House. We have a movie theater here, bro. I go to, and you can order alcohol in there, bro. And we're Albuquerque has a lot of breweries. Like I drink local beer. See, this is made here in Albuquerque, but we have a lot of breweries, man. And they serve all the breweries beers, bro. There, so you can get Marble, you
Oh,
can get
nice.
Bosque. They have all these different brewing companies that we have here, La Cumbres. Like they're badass. They're all bar and grills. You go to them and eat. They have all different beers. Like I don't drink a lot, bro. I drink like maybe 1, 2 cans a night. Maybe I get a 6-pack of this beer every week.
Oh shit.
I just sip on it. This is strong shit. It's 13% though. It's like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, this will fuck you up. 2 cans will fucking get you a buzz.
Yeah, like I don't drink anymore, but when I used to drink, like the most I ever had was just pretty much like I don't know, like I think I had pretty much like a glass of red wine, and then after that, I probably get like a small shot of
Fuck, let me sit up.
I think it was called Bacardi 151. So
Yeah, that shit's strong, bro. You can, yo, let me tell you a story about that. When I was in the army in Korea, I used to drink that 151, bro. And we used to drink shots at the bar, bro. Yo,
yeah,
you could spit fire with that shit, dog. Cause you get a lighter, bro. You put that shit in your mouth. Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
don't burn your fucking ass, bro. Fucking blow that shit at the bar, bro. Make a big old flame. People will
Can
trip
you
out
can
on you.
you can you like burn like your mouth by accident?
You can, bro. But when you're drunk, you don't give a fuck. Huh?
Oh yeah,
I did it. I never got burned, bro. I felt maybe I burned some of my eyebrows. I'm not sure, but but yeah, dude. One
yeah.
time, bro. Yeah, army. I drank the most, bro. When I was in Korea, I drank some. Man, one night, bro, I got so fucked up on New Year's. Fucking the Korean police had to pick me up off the street, bro, and take me to the gate guards. And I was drunk, bro. But all these Koreans were walking over me and shit. I was in Seoul, bro. Fucking yo, I was out of my mind that night, bro. I was drinking Long Island iced teas, bro. Fuck, dude, they're spiking. They have soju in Korea, man. It's like a odorless vodka, and they mix it with Kool Aid, and they
Oh
give you
man,
big
dang,
kettles of that shit.
man.
And it's got like
Yeah.
PCP in that shit. It'll make you black out. It's made
Oh
with
nah, screw that, man. Screw
yeah,
that.
it's like some sherm.
Screw that. Yeah,
Oh,
that's why that I don't drink anymore. It's just like
yeah.
I find that shit to be like mad boring.
Dude, to be honest, bro, I haven't been drunk in like probably like 7, 8, 9, 10 years. Maybe the last time I drank with my wife's dad when he was alive, man. Like
Yeah.
9 years ago, this fucker got me drunk. My wife's dad, but I don't drink that much anymore, bro. Like I did in Korea. I drank so much in Korea when I came back. I didn't want to binge drink like that, bro.
Yeah,
So
like I
now,
just don't. Yeah, I
yeah, I
just
just
don't
drink
do it because
one.
I have like certain people that I knew that got messed up in it. But
This is wax right here, man. This is some good THC right here.
oh, nice.
This is my nectar collector. This is a portable. Look, you
I
hit
need
the.
some of that. I need
You
that.
get one of these, bro. You can take it to work, bro, and you go out in your car. This is
Oh,
portable. You don't need no torch, none of that shit. Fucking, I take it to work with me too.
oh wait, that's actual THC.
Yeah, it's wax, bro. Yep.
Nice, nice.
It's some live resin. 92%. 92.
Oh, nice.
And see, this is a nectar collector. I don't need a torch, bro. It's battery operated. You just plug it in. You can take it with portable. You know, you can take this on the go.
Yeah. How would you rate Artur's chin?
I give him a an 8.
Okay.
An 8 because he's been dropped.
Yeah, I would give it like a solid 8. I think Artur, he's hittable to get hit with something huge, but I don't think he has a god tier chin. He has like a semi decent chin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give him an 8 because I found out that little fun fact today. He's won all his fights by knockout. That hasn't lost.
Yeah.
I give him an 8, bro, just because I give him 10s in other areas. I want to try to be a little bit biased or critical, I guess. So I give him an 8 on that one.
Yeah.
I'll go for that. Yeah, I didn't know you chest. Okay, cool. You did the chin.
Yeah. How would you rate the
Callum Johnson, he got dropped.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Like whatchamacallit, how would you rate Artur's strength of resume?
Yeah. Now, yeah. I give him a 9, 8. He's done what he had to do, bro. You start off boxing, they're not gonna give you. They're gonna give you somebody that's either gonna be new as well, or some trash can dude that just likes to fight.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So at 9 out of 10.
8.5, bro.
8.5. Yeah, I would give it like a solid 8. I mean, like his only biggest victory is against.
Yeah, I would like him to see fight Kovalev, or you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. Like, cause I was about to make a argument to say like if Beterbiev came in younger into boxing and he fought Kovalev before Andre Ward, that would be a solid 10 out of 10. Because if you beat,
could have been young enough to come in when Andre Ward was there
yeah.
too.
Oh wait, also if he beat Andre Ward at that same time frame, yo, Beterbiev hands down would be pound for pound number 1. I'm not just saying that based off of what the resume. I'm saying that based off of what the skill set.
What year was Andre Ward in his prime?
Like what, leading up to the Kovalev fight?
Huh? In his prime, I'm saying, like his best performance.
Like his best boxing form.
Yeah, like when you see him, like, fuck, man, like this guy's.
Yeah, Andre Ward's best version.
Yeah.
I mean, like if you're talking about Andre Ward versus Kovalev, that was back in. Yeah, that was back in 2016 to 2017. But Andre Ward beating Carl Froch, I think he was like what, 27 years old at that time frame, but that was back in 2011. Leading.
All right. Wait. That's 11. Yeah. All right. So he came. Beterbiev came into boxing in 2013.
Yeah. So I mean, he could have fought Andre Ward.
That's when he first started, bro.
Yeah.
No way. He got his reputation right away because he beat Ford Bones by knockout. They're like, oh shit, let's give him an undefeated. They gave him
Yeah,
an undefeated. He did the same shit. He did the same shit.
yeah. He stopped his first four, like opponents.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah,
So right away they
yeah,
gave him 4 trash cans, and they gave him an undefeated fighter.
yeah,
They gave him a fighter with a lot of fights, with a couple defeats.
yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
man.
I want to say salute to Mo Boxing. Thank you for coming by. He made a good point. He said he was in the amateurs for far too long. Hey Mo, like if you want to come on to the panel, click the
Yeah,
link.
please, man. I don't know shit about him, bro. I'm just trying to help K-Rod. I know I
Yeah,
know enough, like I've seen him fight, bro, but I used to not really think he was shit. I used to think Bivol was always better than Beterbiev, but based
yeah,
off his last performance, bro, and the performance before that, he flips a switch and he goes in kill mode, Mo.
yeah. But pretty much let's just say if Artur Beterbiev, if he came into boxing like around the same time frame when Andre Ward came into boxing, I
Yeah,
think like I think honestly like he would have defeated Andre Ward and Sergey Kovalev just based out of his style. And if that was to be on his resume, if he came in earlier into the game, I
I
think
don't,
he could have
I don't know
easily.
about Andre Word, man.
Well,
Andre Word,
I'm only
Andre
saying
Word had
like
that switch too, bro. When he
yeah,
wanted
yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
fucking win the fight, he would,
I'm
bro.
just saying like those fights would have been career defining fights if you're Artur Beterbiev, if you want to be great.
Yeah.
So
And then he fought better fighters, bro. Like Andre Ward fought better competition than Bivol.
yeah. Like I mean Beterbiev would have had to go through guys like who?
Give me a sec. Let me give my wife my
Yeah,
food order real quick. I'm gonna text her.
okay.
Go ahead and cook, brother.
Yeah. Like theoretically, if Artur Beterbiev came in around the same time frame as Andre Ward did, he still would have had to go through guys like, Edison Miranda or like a Chad Dawson who could have been a big problem for him, or Edwin Rodriguez, which that would have been a good fight. Um, I think Sullivan Barrera would have given him some major problems, in which I don't think Barrera ever fought Artur Beterbiev, which is very surprising. But
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much like Artur Beterbiev came into the sport very, how should I say, very late, and he put himself in a bad position where he had to play catch up. So it's just not really like how should I say, it's not precise to see how great he can be because he's so old and now he doesn't have that much time to really produce his full skills and abilities. So
Right.
I think Beterbiev, he's a very very good talent, and I think based off of his strength of resume, I think like personally for me like I would just rate it like a solid 8. So I think that's like a pretty like decent grade, but I think that would have been way better if he had defeated all the top names. If he were to be moved very very fast, but if he had came into boxing a lot earlier, he would have definitely given guys like Kovalev problems. And shit, honestly, he could have probably fought all the other top names, Chad Dawson, Antonio Tarver, maybe. Who knows? Like I don't know, but like I just think during those years when Andre Ward was popping, along with Kovalev and all these other big names,
Definitely.
who Jermaine Taylor, like dude, he I think Beterbiev could have easily made a lot of damage back in those days.
Yeah. And dude, he's all right. So he's 37. So let's go back. Andre Ward. When was Andre Ward in his prime? Prime.
I would say 2010 leading to 2011.
2010.
Yeah, at least.
All right. So check this out. Beterbiev is 85. I'm 82. I'm older, but he's 37. 2010. Yeah, shit, dude. He was in '03. He was 18. So 10 more years. 28. fuck yeah, he would have been. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
2000, he came into boxing in 2013 at 25. So
Yeah.
12, 2011, 2010. So 3 years before that, he would have been 22 years old. That's if he would have been dedicated to the sport, bro, or you know what I mean?
Yeah. Like, I mean,
Mo, can you fill us in on his amateur experience?
yeah, come hop on, Mo. I like to chat with you. But yeah, that's pretty much how I would rate his whatchamacallit, his strength of resume. How would you rate his intangibles?
Boxing tangibles?
Yeah.
Pretty decent. Uh 8.5.
Okay. Yo, salute to you, Mo Boxing.
Salute to you guys, man. How you guys doing?
I'm doing
I see
good.
you guys chilling.
Yeah. I'm gonna finalize like my grade. I'm definitely gonna give it like a solid, 8.75. I think that's a good grade. I think he deserves it. And whatever happens, in his last coming years, he's definitely gonna prove it, like prove himself to be like a lot more different. But yeah, like I'm continuing with what you were gonna say, Mo, and I'll just calculate the
Yeah,
final score. Yep.
yeah. I was gonna say like Artur Beterbiev. He started fighting since apart according to Box Rec, it says like 2004, and he turned pro in 2013. So that's a long time.
Yeah.
That's a long time of being in amateurs, and he's got over 100. I think he's got. I'm not looking at the moment, but I believe he's over 100 amateur fights, and I know he fought Alexander Usyk a couple of times, but
Yeah, he did.
some of the fights wasn't recorded. But I heard they had like 4 fights, and 2 of them on obviously BoxRec. Usyk won, but on all those fights, Usyk was on the floor. On all
Really?
those fights, yes, Usyk was put down. Usyk, on 2 of them, I've seen it on YouTube, and he was hit to the body. Usyk can't take body shots.
Yeah, that's a red flag.
AJ doesn't know about that, but Usyk does not like body shots, man. I don't know how AJ and his team didn't know about that. Usyk got a good chin, but his body, man, he hates it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
So,
why.
yeah, go on, sorry.
No. That's why every time when you see fighters try to tag up Usyk to the body, he looks very like scared to try to mix it up with you, in the pocket.
Yeah, do you remember the Sora fight? So Sora was attacking him to the body, and he didn't like it, and he was looking at the referee for some sort of help. And he was running quite a lot against Sora. He wasn't really running against AJ because AJ was easy to read. He was going for the head constantly. But every time, like AJ did have success though. I don't know why people are saying that AJ didn't have no success. If you see Usyk's face, that tells you a different story. Yes, Usyk did win that fight quite easily, but I think AJ, yeah, he needs to mix it up, not like go like gun ho and trying to knock him out because that's not going to work out.
You know what he should do, Mo? He should do what he did with Ruiz. He should just fucking jab, and
that's not going to work. That's not going to happen with Usyk. Usyk is too fast for that.
Yeah.
He's far too fast. What he needs to do is like come forward and just like at times, just attack him. Just keep attacking his body, and then take a little break and defend yourself as well. AJ leaves himself open quite a lot, and that's his downfall. He needs to put his hands up and just attack, and then take a break, and then use your footwork and try to like trick him into like coming forward. Pretend that you're kind of tired, and then just attack him.
What's AJ's game plan right now? Is he putting on weight?
He looks quite skinny, to be honest. He looks quite small from what I've seen in the the press conference. Did you guys watch it earlier?
I watched some of it. Yeah, I seen it there in Saudi. But man, and to me, when they had the comparison between the two, AJ seemed way bigger, man.
He seemed bigger, and he was there today in London as well. They done another press conference. I don't know if you've seen a K-Rat as well.
Was Usyk wearing the green-looking pajama type shirt?
Yeah. That's his outfit. Yeah, that's his. He's promoting Ukraine and all that stuff.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Usyk is not a small guy either. I don't know why people think Usyk's a small guy. He's big, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's huge.
Yeah.
Usyk is a big man. He's 6 foot what? What is he? 6'3"? AJ is 6'6". There's not a lot in size difference. It's like someone like it's like Canelo. Canelo Alvarez. He went up to like 160, 168 for obviously Caleb Plant, and Caleb Plant, what was he? 5'11", 6 foot.
Yeah.
And Canelo Alvarez is 5'8", and even Billy Joe Saunders is 5'11", so they're like 5 inches taller than him.
Yeah.
So when you look at that in that aspect, I think people look at it too like, I think they look into it like too much into the size thing,
Yeah. I was gonna bring up the final score that I calculated. The final score that comes out for Mr. Beterbiev, he comes out to be a 8.98. So,
8.98, yeah.
Yeah. He's almost close to like a A-level fighter. So.
Yeah.
He's done a lot, man, for 18 fights, man, and starting at 25 years old, shit. So.
Yeah.
I didn't know he had an amateur career. Thanks, Mo. I didn't know shit about his amateur past, man.
Yeah, he's got loads, bro. If you go on BoxRec, and just type in like Artur Beterbiev, and you're gonna be, there's gonna be 2 options. You're gonna see the pro fights first, which is about 18 fights. He got 18 knockouts, and then next to the pros, it says like amateur. So you just click on that one, and then it should say.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of them.
For some reason, man, it has a lot with me listening to the fucking media on TV, how it fucks the fans up. Is when you listen to them, they always talk about how he started late. So in my head, I'm thinking like, this guy started fucking late. He was working out in a fucking construction plant. This is some tough motherfucker. Just decided to get the shot. Because I've heard interviews with him. He doesn't like boxing at all. He doesn't follow boxing. He doesn't even know shit about Bivol. He says, whenever I fight somebody, then I'll study film on them, but I don't give no shit about this. I have my time with Allah, because he's a devout Muslim.
Yeah.
Yeah, in his interviews, man. So it tripped me out that he doesn't follow boxing. I was like, fuck, this guy's like the Terminator.
Artur,
it sounds like a killing machine.
Yeah, Artur Beterbiev, I believe him when he says stuff like that, because like, he don't really care about boxing. I think he's there, obviously. I don't even think he's there for the legacy. I think that's his job. Like, that's how he gets money, and that's it. But I'm quite surprised that he hasn't. Like, I haven't really looked too deep into the amateur bit, like whether he fought Bivol or not. But I'll have a look. I'm quite surprised as well the amount of fights he had so far. Like, he should have had a little bit more, because he was pro since 2014.
Right.
AJ's been pro since what, 2013, and AJ, got like about 26 to 28 fights in pros.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
And then you got Bivol as well. Bivol got about 20 fights as well, and Bivol has been pro since. No. Actually, Artur Beterbiev has been pro since 2013. Bivol turned pro in 2014. So both men really should have had more fights on paper, really.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I noticed though, man, about the UK where you're from, man, is you guys fight a lot, man. Like here in the US, we'll wait for fucking fights, but you see, I always watch the cards Saturday. I go watch Matchroom, Sky Sports, and all that. Man, bro, you guys always be fighting, bro. I don't give a fuck what they say, man. I enjoy it.
The thing is, though, no. Like, the thing is that you listen on YouTube, people will like The thing what I realized, like in the last, obviously, I'm part of the problem as well sometimes, but I'm trying to like, obviously not go like, I try to like tend to leave the fighters alone these days. You know, I'm learning a lot as well being on YouTube. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really want to slack off any fighters anymore, man. Like, these
Yeah.
fighters, man, they give us great nights, man. Like, I don't really want to call them bombs anymore. And he's
Ah,
stacking this
yeah.
person's stacking this. I used to be like big, you know. I'm gonna put my hands up, and you know, I used to be part of those people that say that stuff, and a lot of people on YouTube do still do that. They're still like saying, "Oh, this person's bomb," and all that sort of stuff, and they got so much big mouth on the internet. But like, can you do the same thing? Like, you know. You know,
Right.
can you have that type of legacy? Do you know what I mean? It's not easy to be a boxer, man.
No, it's
No,
not.
that's not, man.
And I'm learning, and I can put my hands up. You
Yeah.
know, Hero knows that. You know what I used to be like. You know.
Yeah, salute to you, Tim. Tim02. Like, thank you for coming by.
Oh, I thought you were talking to me. I'm like, what are you
Oh
talking
no. But
What's up,
some viewer just came by, but
Yeah,
yeah, thank you for coming by. Like, continue. No, I'm sorry.
yeah. So like me, like listen, I'm kind of changing to be honest, and I'm looking into boxing in a respectful way. You know, I don't want to call no one bums and stuff like that. You know, and
Yeah, I
yes,
hate.
I
Yeah, I
give
don't talk
people a hard
shit
time.
about a fighter, man. I try not to, man.
Yeah, yeah,
I
and
may
you know
like
what?
another fighter more than another, but I can't. Call that one
Yeah.
a bum or a piece of shit, or you know.
Yeah, like you know, like in you know what I realized as well, like there's like a lot of fans of like on YouTube of like of promotional companies like Matchroom, the BBC, Top Rank. There's like everyone got their like even like all of them got like fans, bro. Like how can you be a fan of like promotional company, bro?
Yeah,
Like I don't get this.
I'm
You
part of
know?
a lot of groups that hate the zone, and sometimes I'll be like, "You guys watching the fight?" Because they'll be having a show, and they'll be like, "Fuck Golden Boy," and "Fuck the zone." I'm like, "What the fuck, bro? I'm watching Bam right now. What the fuck are you talking about?" Like,
You guys
you
watch
Newsflash,
real fight?
newsflash. Those people are not boxing fans.
exactly, man. I'm a boxing fan, man. I follow everybody, bro. Like, I like all fighters, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't even look Canelo Alvarez. I don't even like. I used to say a lot of shit about Canelo Alvarez. Like, yes, like certain things what I said, you know, is true. He was caught for cheating. Is he still cheating? I don't think so. You know, we all
Yeah,
know about it. Once someone gets caught, for me, yeah, once someone gets caught, yeah, that's it. You can't really call them, cheats anymore. Like he was
yeah,
caught, you know what I mean, and he done his time. Just like the Fury situation with Deontay Wilder, he cheated the first time and the second time. So obviously everyone knew about it. Wilder knew about it as well. So that I can't call him the third fight like, oh, he's cheating again. Like, all these things that I'm now learning about. It. Like now, once you get the person, okay, he's a cheat. Now, okay, let's get him then. You know,
yeah,
let the team do their job. And that's it. First
yeah.
time, yes, you can accuse somebody, but for me, as a man, the second time I can't accuse you, bro. I have to
Right,
do my job.
Yeah,
You
right.
know,
I don't disagree.
and yeah, and at the end of the day, we're here to talk about boxing. These guys, whether it's AJ, whether it's Wilder or Mayweather, Canelo Alvarez, they're not all friends. They are superstars. They are multi-millionaires. They don't give a shit about us. So it's best to keep it boxing, to be honest. And yeah, there are people that come in and they wanna like they're trying to be racist in people's chats. What you have to do is block them and don't talk about it. Don't
Yeah,
Yeah.
few more people in, and that's it. Like that's it. And if you wanna slack off my fighter, I'm a big AJ fan. All right, that's cool with me, man. He's
yeah,
not my brother. I don't know him from Adam. You know, it is what it is. If your opinion is if you say AJ is shit, that's fine. I can't get into my feelings. You know.
right.
And whatever, if you want to say stuff about Wilder, say whatever you want to say, but just like don't bring no race into it. That's the way I see it. And if you want to say shit about Canelo Alvarez, go do it. You know, That's it. That's the sort of mindset I got these days.
People, man. A lot. Man, one time I was just talking. I like my favorite fighter, man. Right now is Errol Spence. And I was in a chat, man. And someone called me an aerosexual. I was like, what the fuck is this? Like, come on, man. Like, I can't even talk about a fighter I like, bro. Like, what he's doing, like shit, dude.
That's an insult. Yeah, this is the problem with YouTube. That's why, like, I'm trying not to get thrown into it. Like, if you're running a channel and you see stuff like that, I just say block it and like don't even go into it, because there's so much things to talk about boxing, and that troll, they always want some attention. So we're here for the fighters, man. Like, we have to remember why we came to YouTube. Like, my main objective was to learn more about boxing, not to argue with
I didn't know
trolls.
there was that many people like me on YouTube, bro. My kid's a gamer like K-Rod. They play video games together. And my kid's telling me, Dad, because I pay for all the fights, bro. Like, I'm not the type that K-Rod knows more about computers and shit. I buy my pay-per-views all the time. I have a budget for boxing all the time, bro. And I'm all into it, bro. Like, I collect autographed gloves. You know what I mean? Like, that's my shit, bro. It's been like that ever since when I was in the Army, bro.
Yeah.
I watched every fight for free. Like, when I was deployed in combat, I was watching shit on the Armed Forces Network, and I was like trading guard ships in Iraq, bro, to watch a fight. You know what I mean? Shit like that, bro. Like, and tell you the truth, bro, I'm more attracted to the black boxing community because, bro, when I was in the Army, bro, there was not too many. Like, there was a few of us white boys in there. I'm a white Mexican. My family that's into boxing is my Mexican side. They love boxing.
Yeah.
My Mexican side's my grandfather boxed. You know what I mean? It's their sport. My white side is my dad's into football. He fucking doesn't care about boxing. He kind of does. And I tell him there's a big fight, sometimes he'll tune in. But my dad's a sports fan, and I kind of got the same kind of genetics. I like sports. I come from a boxing family. So I boxed, man. I fucked my hand up when I was a kid. I still have the scars, man. I broke my shit. Yeah, I broke my hand, and I had to get a waiver for the Army. My hand's strong though, but looks a little deformed. I had pins in it. That's from boxing. Yeah, I had to get a medical waiver to join the military, and they were cool with it. And I was a ranger, and I did good in the Army, bro. I used to jump from planes, and I was a forward observer. I used to call in artillery, mortars. I was like a radio guy, so I did pretty good in the military.
And do you know what? Yeah, like the issue with like, you're a cool white dude. Yeah, but there's not many of cool white dudes on the internet, from what I gathered. Like, when you start like for example, like, you start talking about boxing, and then there's not understanding. Like, it has to be their way or like no way. Like, for example, I can make an example. Like, let's say like the Fury Wilder fight, the first fight. If you say like, oh, Fury was knocked out, they're not gonna have that shit.
Yeah.
Like, if you say like, oh, even Fury himself said, oh, I was knocked out. There's evidence there, like on a lot of interviews. Fury saying like, oh, I was out. You say that to them, they'd be like, no, it shouldn't even be in a draw. Oh, Fury was robbed in that fight. So you can't even if you forget about the cheating part on the second fight and you say that, oh, the second fight Fury won, they still won't give you the first fight that Fury was knocked out. That is the issue that we've got. Like, there is no like middle ground, and that's why a lot of people are like not fair on YouTube. If you know what I mean. It's just, I wish that people could just talk to each other like how they would talk in a normal day-to-day life. Like, when I talk to day-to-day life with people, they're normal, whether they're white or black. But when it comes to the internet shit, bro, it's a mad thing.
Yo, Mo, I've tried a few of them white groups and Mexican, just try diverse groups, and bro, I fuck a lot of racism, bro. I found a few groups that there is not too much in, bro, and that's the ones I stick with, bro. And the ones that are controlled good, you know what I'm saying? Run good by their room owner, that give us good content, man. I follow too many people, bro. It's crazy, man. I listen. That's all I listen to. I don't even watch TV, bro. To be honest with you, bro, this is all I listen to now is boxing, man. I got like this big network.
It's a way of life, bro. It's a way of life, bro.
Yeah, boxing's life.
Sure. I got one good friend here in Albuquerque. He comes by and watches fights. He's a big Canelo fan. He's from Guadalajara. He's from the same hometown as Canelo.
Guadalajara.
Yeah, and he's been following Money Brown for years, and it's funny because when I got into YouTube boxing, I would run into Money Brown all the time. So then I started going to his room, and his chat's a trip, bro. Like fucking crazy. But I got cool. Me and Money are tight. Like, so my
Yeah.
boy is all like tripping out. He's like, man, Money's like a star, bro. Money Brown. Yeah, he's fucking Mexican as fuck, bro. He knows Money
Yeah.
Brown. And he thinks it's so cool that I know him and I talk with him, you know. And
Yeah.
I'm like, bro,
Can I
yeah,
tell you
it's
something, Queenie?
really,
Can I tell you
yeah,
something? Can I tell you something, Tim? You know, Money Brown, yeah? Like, back in the day, like, like about a year, no, this started off like a year ago. Like, about a year ago, Money Brown, he only had like, what, 5,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And
right,
he wasn't even talking about Canelo Alvarez as much as he talks about it now. Now, every
yeah,
single video now, at least once a day, he talks about Canelo Alvarez. Then he realized that if you talk good about Canelo Alvarez, all the Mexican fans, they will come in.
and
Yep.
like you
And
said,
that's what happened. And he's tricking the Mexican people into like believing that. And if he says anything bad about Canelo Alvarez, he's toast. They'll leave him. I don't see that as a loyal
yeah,
subscriber base. Like, I see
Yeah.
like there's no honesty. I feel like you have to be honest with each other. And I
right,
feel like if someone says something bad about Canelo Alvarez, Money Brown will defend Canelo Alvarez. He knows
right,
that's a way of like, that's how you make money, bro. Like, that's why his name is
Yeah,
Money
that's his
Brown.
market value.
yeah,
And his name is Money Brown. So let's
right,
do like, it's like 2 + 2 is 4, right?
2 + 2
right.
is 4. No, man. It's fish. Fish.
You know, I heard a
Fish,
show one
damn it.
time. One time you were on a show,
Being the
Mo, and
fish.
I heard you were arguing with somebody, and
Yeah.
you're like, globally, AJ's a bigger star, and then you were saying, Canelo's a big star because he's global, but EJ and Bud they're not global. So you're arguing your point, and it was fucking valid, bro. I was like, hell yeah, man. Like this, he's right, bro. And that's the same thing Money Brown knows, bro. You put out a video and put the word Canelo Alvarez, or you put
Yeah.
Anthony Joshua in that title, bro, you're gonna get 20,000 hits versus like if you were to put Errol Spence and Bud
Yeah.
Crawford, you can get 5,000 hits. It's different.
Yeah.
It's because you
I,
got people from every country following these other fighters more.
Let me explain to you why Canelo Alvarez is a global superstar. Because Canelo Alvarez, he fought Mayweather back in 2013, I believe. So
Yeah,
Mayweather was already a huge name, and everyone used to hate Mayweather. So Canelo obviously lost against Mayweather. From there on, Canelo's name, he started beat. After that, he never lost. So he was on a winning streak. So everyone started realizing, like, oh, that's the guy that Mexican dude that fought Mayweather. So more people were like, watching him, and his name
right,
started becoming huge in the last few years.
Dude.
And then let's go to AJ now. AJ became pro in 2013. Okay, the heavyweight division was dead before AJ came along. Okay,
right,
the heavyweight division, you had Klitschko dominating for a while. They're both Klitschko brothers. Okay, then obviously you had Fury and Wilder. They became pro in 2008. All right, so they were like not really doing a lot. Let's be
right.
honest. Yeah, I remember those days. Not many people
Basically,
now. The people that you
AJ
see on
took the
YouTube, they were
torch.
not.
Yeah,
The people
AJ
that you
took
see
the torch.
nowadays, they were not there. They were not. They were like YouTube. YouTube did exist, but it wasn't the same way as it is now. So back in 2008, Wilder and Fury they were pro, but like no one was really talking about them. People were talking about AJ the moment he became pro. They were on AJ's name, bro. Like like, oh, this guy Anthony Joshua. Oh, he's he's a superstar. He's gonna be a world champion. You know.
Right.
So basically, obviously, then he fought Klitschko, and Wilder was actually there in the UK, commentating for Sky Sports. And Wilder, I remember at the time saying like, "Oh, I want to be a star like AJ. I want to fight in Wembley one day." And we're talking about a guy that's been pro, 5 years before AJ became pro, and then obviously Fury as well. And Fury at the time, like they were like, you could see there was a bit of jealousy going on. And I love Deontay Wilder, but he somehow he didn't understand why AJ is getting this type of much love. But in the end, obviously, Deontay got his his respect, and he made the money. And yeah, well, kudos to him. But yeah, like I said, AJ and they're worldwide, man. They are worldwide. AJ and Canelo, they're just big, huge superstars. Then obviously Wilder now is a huge superstar in America. He's huge now, but is he huge in worldwide? He could be if he comes to the UK and he fights, and if he start knocking people out in the UK, anyone, it doesn't matter. He'll be global as well. He just needs to come over here and start knocking out, so-called, bums. It doesn't matter. People just want to see blood. They want to see blood. That's all they care about.
And I really, bro, to be honest with you, bro, I hope AJ beats Usyk on the rematch, and this is my reasoning too, man. Because, bro, it's gonna bring excitement for a trilogy. Like I went to the Wilder Fury fight, bro, the third one in the movie theater. I treated it like it was. Cause we have the movie theater I go to is nice, bro. Fucking bring you whatever you want. Like you hit a button, you got big ass fucking luxury recliners. You hit a button, they'll bring you beer. They'll bring you food, man. Whatever kind of food, they have good ass food there, man. Like steaks, hamburgers. Kind of expensive, but man, it's nice, bro. And big screen. They put fights, man. If it's a big fight, they'll put it in the movie theater. And sometimes I'll go home because we could drink there. The only thing is you can't smoke, man. I vape and stuff, but that's the only bad thing about it, But other than that, you just drink a few beers, eat a fucking hamburger, watch a fight, bro. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, that's great, man. And I feel like, people need to promote boxing more. I think UK is doing its part. Now Saudi Arabia, we need the boxing to be global, and if your town is doing that and they, showing the fights on a big screen, that's great. The more they show fights, the more, because boxing actually is a great, great sport.
Right.
It's really, really great, and it's actually medication as well.
A lot of restaurant chains, they don't show fucking boxing. They'll show UFC, but they won't show boxing, bro. It's fucking, I don't know what it is, bro.
Yeah,
but back in the day, it used to be the opposite. Now it's changed, man. It's like only MMA type shit, or football.
Because people want to see someone on the floor. They want to see someone kicking someone. They want, all that sort of stuff. In boxing, that doesn't happen. They want to, because they used to watch wrestling, and wrestling used to be huge, but when people find out it's fake, they're looking for something similar, which is real, and the closest thing to that is UFC.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, so, go ahead, Kira. My bad.
Yeah. Like I was just gonna add in that boxing is not like a sport for knockouts. It's a sport for the sweet science. So not a lot of dumb casuals obviously want to see that. So that's why that they turn over to the UFC, because they think that the UFC is going to always give them a knockout, because the guys hit a lot harder with the 4-ounce gloves. But it's like the UFC is just as technical in boxing, but it's less likely that you're going to see a decision go in at least 95% of what their fights.
Hey Mo, I live in my city where I'm from, man. This is the capital for UFC, man.
What city is it?
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
New Mexico.
All the fighters: John Jones, Rampage Jackson, Holly Holmes is going to be boxing, right? She's from Jackson Wink.
And, she's from Albuquerque.
Yeah, there's a bunch of man. I work downtown washing windows, and we have a gym there. It's called Jackson Wink Gym, and it's like it's home of the best fighters. I've seen Clarissa Shields there because I go get work done. I get sports therapy. Just from boxing, I've known about sports therapy and how good my job's kind of physical, so I get like adjustments, and I get shock therapy and shit. The fighter, they work on the fighters though, but I go inside that gym to get work done.
That's great, man. You see all these stars, like we.
Yeah, I see them all the time, man. I smoke weed with some of them too, bro.
Wow! Don't say their names. Don't lie. Cross them up.
UFC allows it, man. They allow them to smoke weed.
Oh, they're allowed to use it?
Yeah, man. What's his name walks on stage? Diaz, one of the Diaz brothers, Nate Diaz. He walks on stage smoking a pre-roll.
That's mad.
Before he smoking a joint.
So what about like the doping system? Like, are they allowed to use?
No doping, but they're allowed to use marijuana.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's crazy, man.
they're real strict with their doping program, but they allow marijuana though now.
What
They
about
have, I guess, for a while now.
what about cocaine? Are they allowed to use cocaine?
No, hell no.
Wait, what?
No, I think marijuana is the only allowed, substance, I guess.
That's mad. Because you know what? If they're allowed to, for some reason, yeah, like you can have some sort of edge if you use marijuana because, like, you don't care. Like, you might go mental. Like,
They say it's good
'cause
for
I-
pain relief to recover and shit like that. A lot of them are starting to smoke weed because it's helping them recuperate or be fresh mentally.
Yeah.
A lot of them don't even smoke it, Mo. What they do is they'll vape it, like when I'm doing this shit, or they'll eat it, shit like that. Because the healthy ones, the ones that don't smoke, you're not supposed to smoke or vape if you're fighting, bro.
Yeah, America to me, like, it's like a different type of world, man. You guys, the way you guys run your thing is completely different than the UK.
Right.
Like the UK, they would never allow that kind of stuff,
Yeah, it's a wild shit. You can go on YouTube and look at videos of Nick Diaz smoking weed, walking on stage type shit, like just smoking away right for a fight, bro, on his ring
Yeah.
walk.
Nick Diaz smoking that good bud.
Yeah,
That is crazy, man.
but yeah, man. John Jones is always getting arrested here in Albuquerque, bro, all the fucking time, dude. Doing stupid shit like getting drunk with the drunks downtown, the bums, shooting his fucking gun in the air, fucking discharging his weapon and getting drunk with the bums. Racing down the street. He's got a Corvette. He hauls ass around in. They have a ranch out here. They call it the Bad Motherfucker Ranch, and it's right up here in the mountains. And it's a home of Cowboy Cerrone, and all the badass fighters like he's like training them and shit like that. But Clarissa was in our gym. Clarissa Shields has been in our gym a lot, man. She's been in Albuquerque quite a bit. She's been training with John Jones, and yeah, bro. There's a lot of fighters here, man, but it's no boxing, man. I mean, there's a little bit of boxing, but it's mostly MMA. A lot of these guys that are training at that gym are in Bellator, they're in UFC, they're all different promotions, But that gym is like the number one gym in the whole world, period. It's the number one gym. It's had like the best fighters. Yeah.
Is there any interesting fights coming on this weekend? Does anyone know the schedule? Like,
I believe Joe Joyce, he's fighting.
Yeah, Joe Joyce. He's fighting Christian Hammer, right?
Yeah, Christian Hammer.
And Christian Hammer fought Fury, didn't he?
Yeah, he fought Fury like a long time ago.
Long time.
Didn't he cut him? Did he cut him? Was that the fight where he got cut? Or no?
No, that was against Otto Wallen.
Oh, okay. That's off the wall. Okay.
Yeah, I want to see rematch, man. Like, yeah, Fury was winning that fight, like in terms of like points, but like they should have kind of stopped that fight because that cut was quite huge. But ESPN was never going to stop that fight.
Yeah, I'm surprised he won that fight, man. Like, I thought they were going to stop that shit.
If Otto Wallen had some sort of power, I think he could have knocked Fury because he matched him man to man. Like, he wasn't scared of him. Like, he couldn't walk him down. Like, he stayed his ground. Like, Otto Walling is a big dude as well.
Yeah.
And he gave him a hard time, man. That's why, like, I feel like if Fury and AJ fought, like, because AJ is a big dude as well, he will stand his ground. Like, Fury can't walk him down. So that's why we're really desperate in the UK to see that fight.
Yeah, I think Tyson Fury will get hit with something hard by Anthony Joshua, and I think Fury can easily get knocked out by him.
Yeah, because when you look at Anthony Joshua, he's got power in both hands. He can knock you out with the left, he can knock you out with the right. He's got a great jab. His jab is like a power punch.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys remember, like the Ruiz 2 fight, he hit him with a jab in the first round and he cut his eye.
Yeah.
He gashed him.
And then Ruiz didn't really want to come forward. and AJ was just jabbing him.
Yeah, because Andy Ruiz, he would have been successful if AJ wasn't able to hurt him.
Man,
Yeah.
Reese is a dumbass, bro. He bought fucking Lamborghini Huracan or those trucks and
I bought a
fucking
shitload of pizza.
the motherfucker did not. That motherfucker went wild. Bro. It was like a one-hit wonder. I don't think he's gonna win against fucking King Kong, bro. I think King Kong, his old ass, might whoop his ass because King Kong, bro, was letting it rip the last fight, bro, and it's been a while, but King Kong's old. I mean, they're trying to charge pay-per-view for that shit. They're trying to charge us $80. I don't know how.
Fuck that shit, man. I'm not paying for that.
Wait, what was his number like against Martin? Does anyone know the numbers they done?
Charles Martin?
And then Luis Ortiz, that fight. What was the numbers?
I have
Knocked
no
him
clue,
out.
but I need to take a look at those.
Okay. Pay-per-view numbers. That was actually a good fight, huh? I seen that fight somehow. I don't know.
It was a good fight.
I don't think I paid for that shit, but I watched it. I don't know. I think one of my friends had it.
He was put down 2 times, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And obviously Martin was reckless in the end.
Yeah, I think honestly, Luis King Kong Ortiz, he's gonna break Andy Ruiz. I think that's gonna be a very bad fight for Andy Ruiz.
It depends. If they fight like on the inside, Ruiz beats him.
Really?
Yeah, because Ruiz got fast hands.
Yeah, that's true. I agree
So
with that.
if he goes toe to toe with Ruiz got a chin as well. So that'll be I don't know. Statistically, I think that's a bad matchup for Ortiz, to be honest.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find that out because I think Luis's style is all wrong for Andy. But if Andy comes out and just literally beats his ass, then I'm gonna be very shocked, and I'm gonna be looking at Luis Ortiz like very funny.
What if Ruiz wins that fight?
Yeah.
No, but you have to remember though, like Luis Ortiz, he's old and his legs are suspect. Every time Martin hit him, his whole legs was wobbling, and he can't take a punch. He was going down, and this is the Martin that we're talking about. AJ beat him back in 2016 with ease. It was easy work. And Luis Ortiz went, they went like 7 rounds.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I just feel like Luis Ortiz, he should have came into the sport a lot earlier in his career, and I think he would have made a lot more impact in the sport if he came in younger, and he would have, dominated.
Yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, he's a great boxer. Cuban, as you know, most Cubans, they're quite skills. When it comes to skill wise, they're just really, really skillful. Softball, really complicated fighter, but at the same time, like they don't really hurt you. Like I believe he went the distance. He went nearly the distance with Dave Allen, bro, man. Let's just let that sink in.
Oh no,
Dave Allen. He got stopped in the end, but he went 10 rounds with Dave Allen, bro. Yeah. Let's let that sink in. Yeah. Dave Allen in the UK is known to be a bum.
Yeah, Dave Allen, he's trash. I don't like him.
And you have to remember, Luis Ortiz won the nearly distance with him. Literally, the last round, he was knocked out in the last round. Someone like Dillian White dealt with him with ease.
Yeah, Dillian White knocked him out, right?
Yeah, man. Like and he was he was stopped on his stool by David Price, the guy that is called Chinless.
Yeah, David Price, he was such a hype job.
David Price, once upon a time, was supposed to be the next big thing, and look what happened to him.
Yeah, he was.
And even once upon a time, they were saying this guy is better than Fury, and even Fury was scared of David Price at one point, but nobody really knew about his chin. That's what you really call a glass jaw. Once you hit David Price, he will stay down, bro.
Yeah.
I got a friend that's up and coming heavyweight. He's fucking bad, dude. He was on the Bam Quadras card on the zone. He's
Oh,
a good
who?
friend. It's a good friend of mine. His name's Adam Stewart. He's out of Phoenix. I'm going to his next fight. I'm gonna
Oh
go.
man, I didn't even see that fight.
I live pretty close. I live pretty close to him, but he's killing it, bro. And he's a white boy, but
Mhm.
he got feet. He trains with Clarissa too. It's
Oh
fucking
man,
crazy.
Clarissa?
He trained and David Benavidez, and
Oh,
dude, he's a fucking monster, bro. He trains with an MMA club too, so you see him always training. I follow him on Instagram. Give him a follow. His name's Adam Stewart.
Adam Stewart.
Real fucking cool dude.
What's his name on BoxRec? Is that his name?
Adam
Like,
Stewart.
what,
Yeah,
is-
Adam Stewart. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what his record. I think he's got maybe one loss, maybe or two. I'm not sure. I don't know. But check out his record.
He's got like, if he's got a loss already, like in the pros, then don't expect
I don't know
much
if he does.
from.
He might be undefeated though. I'm not sure though, Mo. But every
Okay,
time I see him box, so every time I see him box, man, he kills it. And I know him through another friend from the MMA gym here in Albuquerque. But
So is he a boxer or is he a MMA
he's a
fighter?
boxer. No, he's boxer, strictly boxer. He did a little bit of UFC type
Okay, well,
shit.
check him out. Let's see what his record is. Because let me tell you something. In boxing, it's quite brutal. Once you got an L, you're like, it's hard to be on the top.
He's shined on TV though a few times.
Has he got power? Has he got power?
Yeah, he's got power. He's been knocking motherfuckers out.
Yeah.
What's his record, Kira?
He's 13-1 and 1 draw.
What was that loss? Was it a knockout loss or was it like on points decision?
It was when he first started his career, I think.
No, that was just a decision loss to some guy named Helaman O'Gween.
Okay, how many rounds was it?
6-rounder.
Okay, and when does he knock people normally out? In early in the fight or late in the fight?
Hold on. Like I have to.
So sometimes people takes a while to knock someone out. 6 rounds might not be enough.
Yeah.
The Bam Quadras card, I think it went all the way, but he knocked his opponent down a few times around. His face was all fucking bloody. I forgot who he fought.
Hold on.
Because you have to remember the list is full right now. You got Hergovich that's trying to make it. You got Selisan, F.A. Jacba, Frank Sanchez. You got all these fighters. Obviously, F.A. Jacba, he's got an L now, so he's like back at the queue.
Frank Sanchez was calling somebody out. Who's he calling out?
Wilder. He's calling out Wilder. He's saying which to me I disagree with him. He's saying that Deontay Wilder is the same as F.A. Jacba, which I absolutely disagree. F.A. Jacba got slow hands.
Yeah, after Frank Sanchez, F.A. Jagba, or Frank Sanchez looked like shit after that fight too.
Yeah,
he looked good during the F.A. He looked good during a Jagba, but after that he didn't look good.
Yeah,
and Sanchez saying like, oh yeah, he was saying that he can stop Wilder, but guess what? He didn't even stop F.A. Jacba. Yes, he did put him down. That was a flash knockdown, and that fight went the distance. And to me, I think if he fights Deontay Wilder, yes, he'll outbox him for a better part of the fight, and then he'll get that. He'll feel that right hand, and he won't get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, Frank Sanchez, he'll get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah, he's too stationary, bro. Kind of like he's too stiff. I mean,
the way to beat Wilder is not like trying to outbox him, because most of the fights that I watch, most of the fights, like everyone outboxes Wilder, and then what happens? They feel that right hand. Even Kiro knows this. They feel that right hand and they'll go down. They won't get up. Even Luis Ortiz was winning that fight. What happened to him? Bam! Out of the blue, out of nowhere, like he stops you like that, And he did that twice to Luis Ortiz. Even the second fight, Luis Ortiz was easily outboxing Wilder, and then just literally before the round was finished, he felt like the hand of God, you know?
Yeah, well, Deontay Wilder only has to be perfect for 1 minute or 1 second.
1 second. 1 second.
So Deontay Wilder pretty much shows to you that he has like that demon like it factor where if he hits you, it's just game over because like you don't know what's gonna happen. So
The only thing is that I'm suspicious about is he's broke his hand several times. So this boxing thing, age matters as well, and he's getting on a bit. He's going to be 37 this year. He's going to be 37 this year, so we don't know how much he's got left. You know, so
he's already proven himself to me. You know, like he held that WBC strap from 2015 till Fury. You know, so it's like.
I mean, like I still see Wilder as like
tied records.
Like Deontay Wilder's superior over everyone. Like like I don't think Fury's better than him if he hadn't cheated. You know, like against Deontay. I think Deontay has shown that he's levels like above Fury if Tyson Fury didn't cheat.
I guarantee Fury's gonna go fight in Saudi, man, and exhibition like Floyd Mayweather. Just like how Arnold Palmer's doing in golfing, that's what the Saudis are doing. They're getting all these like so-called legends, and you know what I mean. And they're giving them a lot of money, man. They're paying all their. He don't matter if he places in a tournament. They're giving him a fuckload of money to golf over there, man. Just in Saudi Arabia, man, for a little.
Fury wants one more fight.
Saudi Arabia is like a very corrupt like economy.
But yeah, like most countries are. But what I'm trying to say is that Fury, he wants one pick payday, and he don't want to fight Usyk. He wants to fight AJ. Usyk won't give him the money that, you know, Usyk is not a cash cow. He's a great boxer, pound for pound. But guess what? He hasn't got, you know, financially, he can't, like, give you anything. He just, you know, he's from Ukraine. He don't really speak the language. And you have to be a star. Look at Canelo Alvarez now. Like, Canelo Alvarez, like, he learned the language, bro. Yeah. Like he speaks good English now. Like I was listening to him on an interview. He was responding to what Ryan Garcia said about him, because Ryan Garcia picked Gennady Golovkin against Canelo, and Canelo was speaking really, really good English. He was like, "Look, he's a young guy, you know." He was like, he needs to like, work on his own craft and be a champion first. And I was a champion before him, like, you know, like at the age he's at now, like, I was already a champion. Like, he kind of embarrassed that Ryan Garcia. And remember, this is a guy that wasn't speaking English a couple of years ago, and he improved on his language. So
he's good.
You know, he's evolving. Like, you know, he knows what the market needs. Like, they need a guy that speaks the language. And now Canelo Alvarez, not only is he a Spanish speaker, he's an English speaker as well. Yeah. So now all the fans appreciate that, and that's how you get fans, bro.
Right.
I just really wish that Canelo just never cheated, because, you know, like, if he didn't cheat, then I would he
would have been pound for pound number one.
Yeah. Like I would to this day support him, and I would just basically say good things like about him, and I would be pushing for him to be like a 4-division undisputed world champion, because that's technically what Canelo should have done. He should have started his career at 147, test out those waters, try to see how far you can go, and then from there on, you can go from 147 to 154, and then do the same thing at 160, 168. If anything,
he can do it now. He can do it now. I believe Canelo Alvarez. Yeah, as much as people hate him, I believe if he goes to 160 now, I think he can clean that division. He beats the lot. Yeah. He beats the Charlo, Andrade.
I don't think he beats Charlo, but like
I think he beats Charlo, bro. These guys admire him.
No.
They admire Canelo Alvarez.
I think based off of what the style matchup and how much exposure Canelo has shown within his weaknesses, I think Charlo would just dog walk him. I think Charlo would crack him so hard to the point where, like, once it gets into those late game rounds, I think Canelo's, like, personally to me, I think Canelo will get cracked very hard by Charlo, because Charlo, he likes to fight very fierce inside the pocket. So
When
if
was the last time?
Canelo,
Okay, when was the last time Charlo stopped somebody? Oh, I'm talking about Mal.
I mean Jamal, he stopped who? He stopped Dennis Hogan, right?
That
I
was not his
agree.
last
I
fight, though,
agree
was
with
it?
you, Mo. I agree with you, Mo.
Yeah. He hasn't stopped anybody recently because
Recently, bro. Especially
yeah,
at 160. Like it's been a while, bro.
he's been super inactive,
And I'll tell
too.
you something now. I look at boxing in a different type of lens. Okay, I see these guys. They go to Canelo fights. Canelo doesn't go to the Charlo fights. He doesn't go to. I think he's been to the Spence fight because I think he
Yeah,
kind of he
he's
respects
been to
Spence.
Spence and Crawford fights.
Yeah,
Oh,
he respects these
and on
two.
top of that, he's been to Devin Haney fights too.
Yeah, because he respects these lot. I don't think he respects the Charlos. I don't think the Charlos are on his radar. And I honestly think like he beats Charlos, man. I can put
The
money
only
on there.
only person I think that
I'll
gives
put like
Canelo
200-300
problems
pounds.
is Benavidez, bro. I don't even think Morel will give. I don't think too high of Morel compared to Ben. I think Benavidez is the Mexican monster, bro.
Yeah,
Benavidez, the
I
only
think
issue is like he's been put down, Benavidez. And that's
Yeah,
my concern.
yeah, he's been put down by Ronald Gavril, but Gavril, he's not that much of a puncher.
And that's
So
what I'm saying, man. I think what will happen is he'll try to go toe to toe and Canelo crack Benavidez. I don't really think highly of Benavidez, to be honest. I think Canelo, dog walks him and will beat the shit out of him. Especially this Canelo now. He's angry, man.
yeah. I want to see that.
I think if Benavidez knows how to control that pace and distance with Canelo, I think Canelo can easily lose that fight by just being so mentally overconfident. And then if he gets cracked by Benavidez, I think that's game over.
The
Yeah,
only issue I got with Canelo now is like he's getting too cocky a little bit and he's starting to start like fake beef with
Yeah,
Golovkin.
yeah,
That's something
yeah, bro. I don't like
he
that.
never had that behavior.
I don't like that shit. Like with Plant and this. It's
bro.
like just have some respect. Shake his hand. Fucking.
Canelo,
Yeah, you guys are a high level, making good payday. Respect each other. Fuck.
Canelo's more pissed off at us, criticizing him more than he has beef with fighters that have problems outside of the ring with him. Because it's mainly because he knows that we're talking shit about him. So all that criticism is being transferred over to the fighters that are not afraid to bow down to Canelo. So Canelo is basically pissed off at us, diehard boxing fans or students students of the game
Hmm.
that criticize his abilities and his decision making outside of the ring. When I made that live stream a couple months back when he got caught getting kicked out of the Hennessy bar,
Yeah,
for that for that Hennessy, liquor event, right?
yeah,
Over over at that particular, I guess I think it was at a nightclub.
yeah.
Um, I had a shitload of fucking Canelo fans trying to tell me, oh nah man, he wasn't drunk at that fucking nightclub. He wasn't doing this. He wasn't doing that. When it clearly showed on video that he was drunk as fuck. He wasn't even fucking sober. He was basically being a piece of shit asshole,
Yeah.
just basically doing stupid shit. And he promotes his fucking brand saying no boxing, no life, but yet you're being caught being super drunk and fucking wasted at a nightclub bar, getting kicked out.
I think to me it's a fair game if you criticize Canelo if there's evidence of him drinking. Yeah, and if it's on video, you got all the rights to criticize him. It's
But
not
no,
like you're making up the story.
Canelo was caught at the nightclub singing, right? And he was like, no, 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 no. I was laughing my ass off. But basically, Canelo was super wasted. You could easily tell his body language was not, how should I say? He wasn't sober. He looked like he had a couple shots, at the bar, and he looked like he wasn't he wasn't normal. He doesn't do
Yeah,
that, in actual public. I'm pretty sure Canelo he would know better not to put himself out in the open and
yeah.
make himself more exposed to the internet because it's like you're Canelo. You should not be like exposed like this in public to be like potentially caught. Doing
The
stupid
only
shit.
the only guy at the moment that's like a great role model is I would say AJ. Like you don't really see AJ doing crazy stuff.
Yeah,
Like he
AJ.
looks after that
He's a
image
role
because there's
model.
millions of people watching him every day.
Yeah.
Like you don't see him like because if you slip up, if AJ does anything here, like he was talking to some students because they were saying like, oh, you got a glass jaw, and what he done is like he knocked the door, they let him in, he took his shoes off, then all he was saying is like, oh, you know what? Do you like it if someone says if someone punches you in the face and that sort of stuff? Just saying like just talking to them. Somebody recorded that and that went viral. And they were saying AJ is, he's bullying like little kids.
Really?
Yeah, that video that went viral, like about the
God
student stuff.
damn.
That was
What the
that
hell
was
is
like
the
2 months
matter with
ago.
them? You fucking dickhead. You're a dickhead, man. Wow, like you would say that to little kids?
No, but he's not saying you're going to.
Nah.
No, but no, but they're students though. They're students. They no. You know what they were doing? They were like shouting out the window. You fucking tosser. Test Fruit's gonna fuck you up. You got class, Joe. You're weak. They were just abusing him. So what he done is like he knocked the door. He was like, "Yeah, let me in." Yeah, and he was kind of angry. Then basically, like he took actually his shoes off. Cause look, if he was really threatening, he wouldn't took his shoes off. So he took his shoes off. And he started telling them, look, would you like if someone says like, oh, I'm going to fuck you up. I'm going to punch you in the face and all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So don't be like calling people out and all that. Because he was literally staying next to them for the time being.
Shit.
And those students, like, they thought they were tough, the students. So in the end, he humbled them. And someone obviously recorded that because he's a popular guy. Like anything he does will be like, will be, shown to the light. So... So
Yeah,
that went
funny,
viral.
man.
Yeah, everyone was talking about it. The whole world was talking about it. Did you never seen that?
No, I never seen this video.
I think I have,
Just
bro.
type in YouTube like AJ and the students. Just
Yeah, that has to be like a very funny video.
yeah. AJ was like, I don't think he went too far to be honest, but that's what happens when you're like a huge superstar.
Huge multi-millionaire.
Let's say Caleb Plant did that. Nobody would even care about that.
Yeah, nobody. Yeah.
How's the energy over there when he's fighting, man? Is it crazy?
Yeah, it's a great atmosphere. Great atmosphere, man. Like if
I
you
would
go
like
to
to
the
talk with AJ. Like I think I would get along with him.
AJ is a good guy, like yeah. But if you cross him, he will like say like he'll obviously like give it to you as good. But now he's kind of changing. I remember when he was fighting Dominic Brazil, and Dominic Brazil came to the UK, and they were having some sort of like face off outside, yeah. And Dominic Brazil like wasn't saying nothing when he was face to face to him, but then Dominic Brazil started like walking off and saying stuff, and then AJ walked after him. It's like yo, listen, don't chat to me like that. Like he started like look at on YouTube anyway. Like I'm just paraphrasing, but if you type in like AJ like square and talking shit to Dominic Brazil, you'll see that. That's a funny video as well. It's on YouTube.
Hey, put both those videos on here, K-Rod. You can do that.
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, like it's on IFL. Like just put in like I think you could do that. You're not gonna get a copyright strike. Like he's telling Dominic Brazil off. Like that was quite funny as well. Like there's certain times like it gets heated up. Like but it's generally cool normally. Like he's a calm guy.
Yeah, he seems like a pretty laid back person.
Yeah, but like when he was like, even when he was in New York with Dominic Brazil, not Dominic Brazil, what's his name, Miller,
Real Miller.
Big Baby Miller. Yeah, he was saying about his mom, like, oh, I'm the landlord. He was like, I will look after your mom and all that, like
I'm the landlord. I would look up to like your mama.
Man, the hype for that fight, then it got scratched, man. Isn't that crazy?
Dude, I would I would have loved to see that fight. Like I think Big Baby would have gotten knocked out, but
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what threw everything off because AJ was training for Big Baby Miller because that was like real beef going on. You know, AJ was pushed quite heavily,
he was.
And I wish like the man wasn't using drugs, or maybe in some sort of way I wish they didn't caught him, so that fight would have went ahead. So yeah, nobody really wanted to see the Luis fight, and that would have been an epic fight, man.
That would have been like the best fight ever.
Hey, you want to hear something funny, Mo? I'm a Mexican American. I'm Chicano, so I'm white. My dad's white. My mom's Mexican. So when Ruiz won,
yeah,
he stopped fucking representing the United States. Started claiming Mexico, bro. I'm like, so I started hating on him, bro. I was like, man, you know what? Fuck this guy. He's from fucking
that's
California.
Two-Faced, yeah.
And I speak better Spanish. I speak Spanish, bro. That motherfucker don't speak. And I'm fucking white, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I speak the language, and this motherfucker here he is representing Mexico, but he don't even speak Spanish.
He speaks a little bit Spanish, but you can tell it's not real.
Not very, very little. He understands.
He says like "Cómo estás?" Like he's like, when he says like, he says like "Cómo estás?" Like, "Oh, Mexico." It's just he don't even say a lot of stuff.
Yeah. He's not
so quiet. So weird.
But yeah. So I was kind of hating on him, bro. I'm kind of patriotic, bro. I represent where I'm from, and you're fucking like me, bro. You're a fucking Chicano, bro. You know what I mean? You're not.
Yeah, it's like and they're trying to lie. The media. They
You're
were saying,
a
like,
world fucking champion, and you're not representing the United States, bro.
Like the media was like the media was being fake. They were saying like, oh, the first ever Mexican heavyweight, but it was an American guy.
Mexican president, bro. I was like,
no, Andy Ruiz was like, he was never let the first. How should I say? Well. Oh wait, actually, yeah. Like on paper, he was at the very first Mexican.
Mexico had a celebration for his ass. He didn't say one word about the U.S. You know why though, Mo? He didn't like the president either though at the time. You know, and I understand, but that don't mean shit, bro.
Yeah, like it don't mean shit.
Kira, I got an idea for you. Kira, we need to talk about.
Huh?
We need to talk. We need to have a live about Andy Ruiz one day.
Yeah.
That'll be great, man. Ratings of Andy Ruiz.
I was just about to say like I'm not gonna be like disrespectful here, but my problem with the Mexican like American audience like is that they really don't pride like about their heritage. If anything, they really try to act like that they care about their heritage, but they disregard their heritage a lot. When it comes to like certain, ethnic principles, like, how should I say it? Like a guy like Andy Ruiz, he does not follow his cultural identity as historically accurate compared to like most Mexican and, Americans, to the point where they act very, how should I say? They act very dormant and they act very ignorant because they think that being a Mexican basically resolves like around what Mexican Americans do, and obviously that's not true because every Mexican out of whatever ethnic breed that they've been raised with, they act very different. There are black Mexicans, there are very dark brown skin Indian looking Mexicans, there's white Mexicans like you, Tim. Everybody has like a different concept of how they view life. But the problem that I have with the Mexican American boxing fan base is that they really only ride for fighters when it like basically fits their political agenda. So therefore, guys like Canelo, he brings that audience to him. He doesn't have people from actual Mexico supporting him. It's basically Mexican Americans that have a racist agenda.
You're gonna trip out, K-Rock. We got Canelo haters on the border, bro. Like I like boxing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like back, like a couple years ago, you could catch me wearing a no boxing, no life hat. A couple years ago, shit like that, and I would have people talk shit to me, bro. When I go in a store, it'd be like, "Fuck Canelo, Cesar Chavez." Yeah, we have our haters, bro, or Julio Cesar Chavez fans, bro. and they don't like Canelo, bro. They think that he's not the true Mexican champion, and he's fucking
It's the same thing
fake.
with fucking
They
it's the same
call
thing,
just like the other groups. They say, oh, he's a PED, clenbuterol. They say all the same shit, dog.
yeah.
Ever since that church,
I was going I was going to I was going to compare that with Edgar Berlanga. Like a shitload of Puerto Ricans from Puerto Rico, like don't like Berlanga. Like they don't think Berlanga is actually that good. But why is it that people try to make it seem like Berlanga and Xander Sayas are the only Puerto Ricans that are out there to support?
I'm gonna explain something to you too. You know how you're from New York and you're Puerto Rican. You're a New York Rican, right? And you have Puerto Ricans from the island.
Yeah,
Same
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Same shit with us, bro. Ever since my uncle, bro, when he fought Bazooka Limon 4 times, he was from Mexico. My uncle was Chicano. My uncle grew up in LA. And
Okay.
same thing with De La Hoya, bro. There's always been that rivalry between Mexican American boxers versus
And actual
Mexican
Mexicans.
and actual
Yeah,
Mexican. And same thing with Puerto Rican. You have Puerto Rican fighters from the island, or you got the kid from the Bronx that's coming up. You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's the same shit.
Yeah. Because I can compare that to baseball and basketball too.
It's always
Like,
been a rivalry, bro.
I'll even talk about the very first Hispanic NBA world champion.
So when Ruiz won and he didn't claim USA,
Yeah,
that was like he disrespected, bro. Like like he's not part. Like he should have represented. Like, hey, I'm Chicano. I speak English. I went to high school here. Like I fucking, like you're an American,
yeah,
motherfucker. You're not from Mexico, bro.
yeah.
California.
I was gonna say like when the very first NBA world champion that was Hispanic, that being Butch Lee, he was from Puerto Rico and he moved over I think to New York City out in Manhattan or the Bronx. I'm not too sure, but a lot of people try to act like he doesn't fucking exist because they try to make it seem like he wasn't even actually really Hispanic to begin with, being from Puerto Rico, which obviously that's not true, but still, they try to make it seem like that he doesn't exist, and they try to not claim him to be actually from Puerto Rico, from the island, and shit.
Yeah.
And they have this weird cultural divide to only selectively choose people that they want to choose to run with their narrative. So I find that to be very, racially divisive because they did the same thing with fucking Jasmine Camacho Quinn that just won like a gold medal, right? Like in the 2020 like Olympics, right? And I mean, obviously she's like a Black American like a female, but she does have Puerto Rican roots, and she did her thing out in Tokyo and she won. But Puerto Ricans,
Remember De La Hoya, Mayorga? Remember that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that fucking was heated, bro. He's like, you talking about my fucking wife, my family, and taking it personal. And that was That was a good example of Mexican versus Chicano. And De La Hoya, I'm not gonna lie, I don't like De La Hoya, but when he was a boxer in his prime, bro, he was fucking.
I like De La Hoya, back when he was like killing it.
Yeah, and he represented Hey, he's like us. He's from here. Like. Yeah, I'm brown, but I'm not from across the border. I'm from here, bro. I'm Chicano. I like that.
Yeah, well, I was gonna ask you about this Black Mexican heavyweight who was very, very unpopular, and I kind of found it very surprising that not a lot of Mexicans really talk about him. But have they ever have they ever talked about this one guy, Saul Montana? He was like a Mexican heavyweight guy that fought back in the day.
How far back in the day are you talking about? Like 2000s?
Back in the 80s and 90s, I think.
Oh, 80s and 90s? Nah, bro. I'm not too sure. Yeah. I follow a lot of the older heavyweights, man, like Tyson, Tim Witherspoon. It's kind of cool because, now we got social media and shit like that.
Yeah.
I've gotten a chance to speak with Tim Witherspoon. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah. Tim.
About Ali. Fucking, he was
Tim Witherspoon's
partner.
Tim Tim Witherspoon's son actually follows me on Instagram.
Yeah, I'm friends with him too. Terrible Lee, Lee.
Yeah.
He's good. He was a boxer too, Junior.
Oh, really?
Yeah, dude. He didn't look up his box rec. He didn't. I hope he doesn't like tune in right now.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he wasn't like his pops. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
he had a few good fights. But he fought some good ass fighters though too. Though.
Yeah. Fought really, really dangerous competition.
Fuck yeah, I think he did, bro. I forgot who it was. He fought welterweight, dog.
Oh,
147.
really?
Yeah, look up his box rec, bro. But he
Yeah,
fought.
yeah. I gotta definitely do like a video
He
on
got
him.
he got his ass kicked by somebody tough. That's still in
Yeah.
the game. I don't know who it was, bro. I, I remember seeing that shit, bro. Look up his box because
Yeah.
I was like, man, I didn't know Junior because he started sharing some reels of his matches, and I was like, fuck, I didn't know his son boxed. But yeah.
Yeah. But I was basically making those those racial divide comparisons to basically prove like my point to say that people use a certain political narrative to fit their political narcissism. So they do
Yeah.
that to just obviously divide, up against people that obviously have like the same bloodline as them, but they're
Yeah.
just doing it because they don't want to claim them, as a part of them. And I mean, like I'll probably even swing it with with Shakur Stevenson. Obviously, he wants to try to give back to his.
I was just explaining my distaste for Andy Ruiz and how I wanted on the rematch for AJ to fuck him up, and he didn't fuck him up in the fashion that I wanted him to.
Yeah.
But man, he jabbed and fucking went around old Teletubby, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, the second fight. Man, bro, and see, look, AJ's got experience in avenging losses, bro, and so, man, this is a real good possibility of AJ really taking this, bro, too, man. You gotta think of that. He's already got the experience in avenging a rematch. So
Yeah. Hey, how's it going, Bacon Sister? Thank you for coming by. But yeah, basically, I just wanted to just finalize those points to say that it shouldn't matter where that you're from or where you grew up in, but if you're proud of your heritage of where you come from, those same people that share the same bloodline as you, they shouldn't have to be politically narcissistic up against you to divide up against you. And if they do, I just simply just ignore them and just keep it moving, because it's like they're those people don't represent the mass the mass majority of those of those types of people. And I only think that the main reason why they do that is to just be like a piece of shit at the end of the day. But
hey, K-Rod, I gotta get out of here, bro. It's getting late. I'm working at the hospital tomorrow. Fucking got another. Man, I'll be there for probably a couple weeks, dude. I got a lot of windows to clean.
okay, I'll chat with you tomorrow. I'll probably go live again tomorrow.
Yeah,
If you want to check it out.
All right, Tim, man. Nice talking to you again, man. Look after yourself.
Yeah. I appreciate you.
You have a good one, Mo.
I'm eating in it.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
yeah.
What?
I'm going to turn my camera off. And
Are you having like a crunchy bar? Crunch
Yeah.
bar? Oh
Mm.
wait. Crunch bars are fucking like American bars, man.
No, I'm having a flapjack. Flapjack, you know flapjack?
Flapjack? Really? Yo, show that to me.
This one is without the chocolate on.
Oh, really?
This flapjack. It's really nice, man.
Oh, nice. Flapjack.
It's quite filling.
Bro, you gotta come over here.
That's why I didn't want to show my camera immediately in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gotta come over here to New York.
Bro, look at this. Look, boxing is like weed.
Yeah.
Can't stop, won't stop. It's it.
And I'm drinking a cup of tea as well.
This is boxing like weed.
Yeah. Boxing's like weed.
And I'm drinking a cup of tea. You guys drink a cup of tea or not?
Yeah, sometimes, man.
I drink that how should I say? I drink the standard tea from Walmart. So
Yeah, this is standard tea as well. Same.
Beer.
It's
oh
the
wait,
same.
that's not a British tea.
It's British tea, but it's the same as American. It's the same shit.
So
Yeah.
wait, basically British people have been lying all this time to say that British tea
Yeah.
is basically better than American tea, knowing that it's basically like the same
It's
thing.
black tea. Look there. It's look black.
Yeah, it's the same
It is?
thing,
Yeah.
right?
Hey, but you guys, over here, there's a lot of coffee drinkers, man. Everybody drinks a lot
Yeah.
of coffee, bro.
Yeah.
We drink coffee as well. We drink a lot of coffee.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna drink coffee now. Otherwise, I'm not gonna sleep.
Yeah.
When I went to Afghanistan in the army, bro, they used to offer me chai tea all the time, bro. They tell you want some chai.
Yeah.
Chai
Mhm.
tea. Yeah. Nice.
Mm. That's why I didn't want to show my. I didn't want to show my face when I'm eating it.
But yeah, I guess
Gotta go, bro. You guys have a good one, man.
Look after yourself.
yeah. Like I'll chat with you soon, Tim. Appreciate you. Yeah, so I guess that's a pretty good show. I mean, if you still want to chat for like a bit before I get up out of here to go to bed, but yeah, man, just been chilling.
That's what it's about. What you been playing? Have you been playing Creator Clash lately?
Oh, Creator Clash. That was yeah, like I'm pretty sure Bacon's sister. Like if you're like in like if you're in the chat, she would probably know. But basically, Creator Clash, that was that YouTube boxing like event that was held, I think, down in Florida, if I'm not mistaken. But they had like a whole bunch of these like YouTube content creators actually fighting each other in a standard boxing match. So I think it had like big time YouTubers actually fighting each other, like in the ring.
Or
Yeah.
have you ever boxed before?
Yeah. Like I've been boxing since I was like, I think like 24 years old. Yeah.
Can you still box?
I haven't been able to box as of lately due to work, but
What about ability wise? Are you still good in health wise to box?
yeah. Like I just need to just get back into like the mix. But
You're. Did you say you're a heavyweight? Isn't it? You're 6 foot something.
yeah. Like I'm 6 feet, but like as of right now, like my current weight is like 330 plus pounds.
So
And,
you're the same size as Thingy and Big Wave Miller.
Yeah, pretty much. But that's not like my natural weight. Like I'm supposed to be like 215 or lower. So
300 pound. That is like you could crush somebody.
yeah, 300 pounds is like a linebacker back in football.
If they took a lot of shit, you can just like snap them in half.
I mean, I do hit very hard, so I mean, I could easily crack somebody if I want to. But
Are you
I
fast
don't.
though?
Like fast as in hand speed?
Yeah.
I wouldn't say so. Like I'm actually pretty average. I'm not super fast with like my hands.
Like Ruiz is not nearly 300 pounds, but he's fast.
Yeah, he's fast.
Maybe you're still young enough. You could maybe go back to the boxing, creator. What's it called again? Creator Clash boxing. Maybe you can do that.
No. Creator Clash was like a YouTube boxing event that was being held. So
yeah,
that was just only for like YouTubers coming together to actually fight each other. But I mean, for me, like I personally probably don't even want to do that. Like unless it was probably somebody like Jake Paul or whoever that actually wanted to like to really fight me. But I mean,
you want the big money, yeah?
Yeah. I can easily find a good boxing gym to get ready to actually fight somebody. If I was offered like a really big contract type of deal to actually fight somebody, so I would do it. But it's just like to me, I would never think of that, inside like my head, unless it was like really, really big money. Like if I
Right
was,
now,
like, yeah,
you could become, you could make a career out of being a journeyman. You don't have to
wait,
go
wait,
world level. You get paid like 20 grand, 30 grand every 3 months.
doing what?
Just as a journeyman, you just as an opponent, and then if you get knocked out, you get knocked out. If not, then you
Nah, nah,
find.
nah. Fuck that. I don't want to. I don't want to screw up like my record. I want to. No, no, no. Look. If
Yeah,
I if I had real YouTube beef with somebody and they wanted to fight me, I would I would take a good offer if if I was offered big money to fight somebody that I truly hate, I would do it. I would
yeah,
seriously, yeah, I would seriously do it because if I'm gonna get paid, I rather do it, on a big stage. But I'm not gonna go into boxing at 27 years old, getting
yeah.
knocked out or getting beat up by some up and coming rising boxers
Like somebody like David Adelaide and that.
nah. See, if I was really dedicated, into boxing and I got into boxing very, very young,
Yeah,
then I would probably just be going after those guys. And I like me personally, I would be killing them, up inside the ring. I would not think twice about what I would do, in the ring. But just by looking at, the state of boxing, it's
Mhm.
most of those fighters, a good chunk of them, they obviously came into the sport through through the amateur system, but they obviously are not going to stay inside of the sport forever because it's they
Yeah,
obviously don't they don't have that throwback fighter type of mindset. Most of those guys are very, very, how should I say, they're just very content by just fighting, at least once or twice a year, and they're not really trying to get back into let the ring, as soon as possible. So
yeah. Like
yeah,
when you look at like someone like Canelo, he fights like what 3 to 4 times a year, and then you got like someone like AJ that makes around the same money as him, and he only fights once a year now. I get that why he does that because he don't need the money, but why are these other guys like Hergovich fighting once a year? It's not like they're like millionaires.
yeah, but it's why would you want to continue boxing if you're gonna be making a crap load of money early and mid level in your career before you hit, your late, how should I say, your post prime years, heading into your older age. I personally I personally would not be in boxing past age 33 or higher.
Yeah, I mean, look at AJ. He don't need boxing. Canelo Alvarez, he don't need boxing. All that they don't need boxing. They can make a lot of money outside boxing because they got already millions. All they have to do is invest that money in elsewhere, and they can make 10 times the money than they make in boxing. You know?
Yeah, and I mean, if boxing was a mega paid sport like the NBA or or baseball or any of those big level sports here in the states, then boxers would probably leave the sport, in their mid 20s or late 20s. They wouldn't even be boxing for that long. I would probably even say most boxers would probably get out of the sport by 29 or 30, but it's that's obviously not happening because it's boxing is not number one in the world to actually fully fund all the financial resources for all the fighters that deserve their biggest penny. And then on top of that, promoters and sanction bodies included, they need to be taken out of the picture. But either way, if boxing was like that, then we wouldn't be in this conversation. But I think honestly that the biggest issue is just that a lot of fighters, especially guys like Yuriokas Gamboa, Guillermo Rigondeaux, all they know is just basically boxing. They don't have a plan B, they don't have a plan C, but yet they're coming out here taking whatever paydays that they can, and it's they're getting beat up.
But for them, that's the only option. That's the only option. Look
Yeah,
at like they make what I bet you they've never made like a big payday, like $1 million. I don't think they've ever had like $1 million purse. Probably the most they've ever had, maybe $200. They're
Yeah,
on like
like
they're on like slavery wages in terms of if you compare it to the other guys that fight,
yeah, like I mean, like taking like a look at like guys like Yuriokas Gamboa. When he fought around I think like the time when he fought Devin Haney. Hold on, hold on. Let me take a look at Haney versus Gamboa fight first, because I'm sure Gamboa he got some money, but it
Do you
wasn't
know?
like
Do you know? Yeah, like going back to Wilder. Yeah, while you're looking at that, Wilder. He had how many fights did Wilder have?
he's had over like 40, like 44 fights or 43.
So if you take away 4 fights and say he had 40 fights, for those 40 fights he was getting paid 2 million per purse. Like no, in the last 10 fights before that, he was getting paid about 1.5 million, maybe 1 million. Like his net worth in 2018, he was worth about 15 million.
Yeah,
And then obviously the Fury fight happened, and he made a lot of money. Then his name started rising up. So imagine, and that's a heavyweight we're talking about. So imagine like Grimo Rickendell, and you earn what's his name? Jordanis Ugas. What's the other guy's name again?
Yuriokas Gamboa.
Ugas Gamboa. Yeah, he like. There's no way they've even touched 1 million until maybe recently. So maybe now they might have like 1.5 million. That's what they're worth, really.
Yeah, like according to this one third-party website, it shows that his estimated net worth is $660,000, and then his
Wow.
estimated salary is $207,000.
Wow, that's
So
bad. Is that Gamboa, yeah?
yeah, because Gamboa back in 2021 he made $600,000 for
Yeah, I
his
guess Haney paid it.
estimate. Wait, hold on. For his estimated net worth, he made over $600,000 in 2021, and then in 2022, he made over $660,000. But then, if you split that into salary, after all the deductions and all that shit,
Yeah, the payments.
like in 2021 and 2020. For 2021, he made over $207,000 that year, and then in 2020, he made over he made over like $180,000 that year.
And another thing as well, in America, yeah, there's too many people involved, and they all want your money. They all want a slice of the money that you're making. So, for example, like the perfect example to say, like Wilder, he's got like Al Heyman. He had at the time Lou DiBella and Shelly Finkel. So all these guys are getting like and JDs and then Mark Reland. So you have to pay all these guys for what? They're all getting cut, bro. Like the only guy that should have the money, like a cut, should be Al Heyman and the trainer. Yeah. So why is there so many trainers? What's JD's job? Apparently he's the manager and he's a trainer. Then why do you need another trainer then?
Yeah.
Recently, AJ, you heard by now, he's got a new trainer now in Robert Garcia, and he got rid of Rob McCracken. So that's not his trainer no more. So all he has to do is pay Eddie Hearn and Robert Garcia.
Yeah.
That's it. Why? What's all these other people that are around Wilder? What are they there for? Shelly Finkel, what is he doing? Do you know what I mean? JDS. Then you got like Malik Scott. the amount of people you have to pay, I don't get that. They're taking advantage of these boxers, man. One day we need to shine a light on this thing as well. Like one day, like if you have ever the time, that'll be another great subject. Like all these fighters, they getting like maybe before they signed as a pro, maybe did they sign a contract with all these guys, and now they're stuck with them legally.
Yeah,
Because I don't know why you need so many, entourage around you, you know. But yeah, tell me what's your take on?
I agree. I mean, the biggest issue that I have is just that a lot of these fighters really complain about money, but it's like, if you're getting paid multi-million dollars, it shouldn't even be that hard to really talk about money because that's where negotiations come in. That's where you can like come to the business table and try to see where you can get like a common ground. And I think that the biggest issue with like a lot of fighters is that they're trying to imitate Floyd Mayweather. They're trying so hard to like be like Floyd, but they don't understand that Floyd Mayweather, he had to take massive, financial losses before he got up to that level of Money Mayweather to be like multiplying his fights to make over like what $600 million within 4 fights. Like that's not easy. That's like hard work and dedication and smart financial mindset planning to actually have those fights set in place to make sure that you get every single worth of your penny. And I think, like, the biggest problem in today's market in boxing is that a lot of fighters are not taking these big, dangerous level fights because they don't want to go the Floyd Mayweather route of being pretty boy. They're trying to reach so fast to hit Money Mayweather before they even get there. And it's like, that's such a bad mindset because you're gonna get yourself like trapped into a corner where you could very well potentially like a potentially lose like potentially lose a fight that you shouldn't have lost to somebody that you fought, and then that's gonna screw up like your back even more for future fights that you should have been you should have been one. So
Yeah, and like someone like Vasily Lomachenko, that's another guy that I don't understand why ESPN is pushing this man so hard. You know, and even the UK, like I remember when he came over here and he fought like Luke Campbell, and I was on pay-per-view, and we never found out what the numbers were. And I bet you any money that was I don't think that was a great numbers. That pay-per-view on Sky.
yeah,
And Lomachenko never ever came back again for pay-per-view. And partly that's to blame because the numbers were low,
yeah,
And
like I definitely like agree, man.
yeah. That's what I'm saying, man. So like, it's not everyone is a star. Like like again, like earlier we was talking about Ortiz and Ruiz being on pay-per-view. Like none of these guys are stars.
Yeah, because they lack
You
the
know,
marketability. Yeah, yeah, they lack the
yeah,
marketability to sell their
yeah,
name.
like when you look at the Americans, the Americans, they're very, very talented. Somebody like Spence and Crawford, they should have been a big, big star by now, globally.
Yeah,
I'm not even so sure if they're like, what, like, if they're like stars all over America.
yeah.
And I
Like
kind of doubt that they actually, maybe Dallas, maybe Omaha,
yeah,
but
yeah.
is it like nationwide? Are they like stars in America? In my opinion, I don't think so.
No. Give me 1 second. Like I just need to get me like a drink of water.
Yeah.
Right back.
So yeah. So like I was saying, these guys, man, I don't think none of these boxers. They're especially in America. I don't think like it's not like how it used to be, man. It's not like it used to be. Like back in the day, like a lot of them were stars and everyone knew their names and that. And that's partly because, America was investing in boxing quite a lot, but now nobody really talks about American boxers anymore. And yeah, is the UK really taking over? Not really. They got a couple of good boxers, but after Tyson Fury and AJ, I don't think who else is going to be the next star. It's going to be nobody.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, so to find a star, it's kind of hard in boxing. We need a guy that will knock everyone out. And not only that, we need that guy to be marketable as well. We need the right backing. Like, let's say if Deontay Wilder was managed by Eddie Hearn, imagine he would have been a massive star. You know what Eddie Hearn is like. He's got a big mouth. He will back his fighters. You've seen him. So some sort of way you would kind of want him for his own legacy to be with someone like that's got that big mouth. Then he don't have to market himself. He could just chill and relax and just focus on his fights. So he was doing two jobs. With AJ, you see him he's always quiet because he knows he's got his promoter has got a loud mouth.
Yeah.
And you need someone like that. And Shelly Finkel, he don't do this is why I'm saying why are these guys getting paid? They ain't doing nothing, nada. They're just there, the handouts,
Oh, what, the promoters?
Yeah, they're like leeches, bro.
Yeah. I personally believe that promoters are just there for just doing your job that you don't want to do, and I think that the sad truth is just that not a lot of people really don't want to be don't want to be responsible in promoting their career. But I think what the biggest problem is that a lot of these fighters that can't speak up for themselves, I'll even use a great example, Michaela Mayer and Katie Taylor. They always stand behind their promoter to speak for them. They can't speak for themselves, but yet they let their promoter talk for them. But yet you have your promoters not giving you the right promotion. And I'll even use Bob Arum as a great example. He shits on women's boxing. He doesn't give a fuck about women's boxing. But
Absolutely.
us. But yet Michaela still says, oh, Bob Arum, he's one of the greatest promoters out there. Get the fuck out of here, you dumb bitch. No, the fuck he ain't. Same thing with fucking Eddie Hearn. He does not care. He does not care about the women. The only reason why women's boxing is popular on DAZN is because we, hardcore boxing fans, we keep them we keep their names relevant in the conversation.
Yeah.
So that's basically it. Otherwise, if us men didn't really like female boxing, to which to basically add on to your previous point that you said in the past that women should be supporting other women in the sport, and us men, for us, we shouldn't need to be supporting the females fighting. That should be a female thing, just like with the with the WNBA for basketball.
Yeah, absolutely. I think before I say it, I just want to talk about Eddie Hearn. Like you mentioned about Eddie Hearn, not really promoting the women boxing. He does kind of do it. He is a little bit better than Bob Arum because he's always talking about Katie Taylor, how good she is and stuff like that. But yeah, overall, they don't really give a ish about them. And like I said, previously, women need to come and support boxing as well. The more women, the sport will grow, the more fans, the more money that will be available. But yeah, go ahead. You can read that.
Yeah. Tim02 said, "Do you think UFC has taken over boxing?" I don't think so. I think UFC is definitely there. MMA is very, very popular, but the problem is that MMA is not like boxing where you can have a Sugar Ray Leonard versus a Hagler overnight. That's not like that in boxing. But for MMA is on the level of a how should you say, it's like a knockout, like knockout type of sport where more people are going to the fight to look at somebody getting knocked out rather than looking at the technicality of it. So nobody doesn't really care about that. They go to the MMA fights to go see people get, slept or quote unquote, like basically either TKO'd or submitted or knocked out. But for boxing, that's actually more technical. Like boxing to us hardcores, that's actually very, very, interesting to us because, the sweet science is what makes boxing boxing. But for MMA, I wouldn't say that UFC is over boxing because it's like when you look at the numbers of how many people that really tune into boxing or MMA has good numbers, but as far as what the revenue gain for those live gates and for the pay-per-view sales compared to boxing is way higher than MMA. Great example is Spence and Ugas. On that same night, I forgot what card was on that night for April 16th fight, but basically, I believe there was like a UFC card going on that night. But um, if you know like about it, Tim02, if you can correct me on that same night, Spence and Ugas was doing way higher in marketability sales and the amount of viewership that people looked into that fight compared to that UFC like event because UFC does the same dates 9 times out of 10 for boxing, so they always try to compete with them. But still, it's just like when you look at those big fights that boxing has, the scale, the scale level of fans and viewership and money, I personally believe boxing does way better than mixed martial arts. So yeah,
And another thing as well, I want to add to that as well. I think UFC doesn't get promoted as much as what people think there is. It needs to be promoted more. I don't really see a lot of promotion all the time with UFC. And to me, I think both sports should be as popular as each other, like not compete against each other, not say like, oh, do you think UFC is bigger? Like we want both sports to be big. We want to watch both. Like let all of us get involved. But somehow there's a lot of division when it comes to the two sports.
yeah, because people try to like shrug away from the fact to think that boxing is dying, but it's really not. It's just like at this point, boxing has been on fire as of recently, but it's just been like how should I say? It's been minorly stale, right? So I don't see like boxing really dying out. It's always been on fire ever since boxing has basically been popular, globally. But it's just that some weekends are very good for like for our fights and other weekends are absolute garbage. So but I think as far as like the viewership and the popularity for boxing, it's way, way, way higher compared to mixed martial arts because I don't really be seeing other promotional stables in mixed martial arts other than the UFC and Bellator and PFL doing their thing for mixed martial arts. But if you compare that to any local boxing boxing shows, um boxing shows are way more prominent because there's more promotional stables, especially in your local local regional area where promoters actually come out with like actual decent cards.
And
Even with
also there's more channels promoting it.
yeah, that's true. Like I was gonna talk about that Pro Box TV promotional group. They have like their own YouTube channel, and they have like a crap load of people watching. Just their free fights on YouTube, and even though that I personally don't like Pro Box TV, but like like I stream like their fights on my channel, and I have like a crap load of people come through. So
Mhm.
yeah,
And that's the thing. I think to me, I think boxing right now is getting bigger because of us YouTubers. Okay, whether we're small channels, whether there's another big channels, there's about couple of thousand YouTube channels that are now talking about boxing,
Yeah.
and it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And soon enough, boxing will pick up. But guess what? We're never gonna get the credit. These promoters are not gonna pay us. But really and truly, we're YouTubers are the backbone of boxing.
Yeah. And I think eventually in the future we'll probably be recognized by like other people that have like the financial backing to give us, like the proper, resources and the money. But it's just like the reason why it's never been, directed to that point is like it's pretty much like you said, the fucking corrupt promoters and the political fucking machines with like the sanctioning bodies and shit trying to hold us back, trying to censor us and shit. And they try so hard to like have all the dumb casuals listen to the mainstream, but it's like us YouTube boxing hardcore fans and just independent media creators, we're the ones giving you the knowledge, and we're connected with the fighters. Whether if you think that, oh well, you just talk to these fighters, based off based off of your own biases, but it's like no, like I keep it real with the fighters that I talk with, and that's just how I believe. But then again, they're their own person. You can't tell me how to narrate my own questions to them. I'm gonna ask them questions that a normal person would ask them, and I think that's a very good way to have like a good neutral conversation without being politically correct to them. Because I'm pretty sure a lot of fighters, especially like Errol Spence and all the fighters that we like, especially through the LDBC, they don't like it when mainstream media keeps asking them dumb questions that try to hold them down. Like, they actually like hearing questions that are unique and authentic. They don't want questions that are trying to be divisive and trying to hold them back and trying to like to disrespect them, right?
Yeah, that's absolutely true. Like for example, like when you watch the mainstream interviews, like today, I've seen AJ getting interviewed on IFL, and it's so corporate. Like if we was interviewing AJ, we will talk to him normal.
Yeah.
We'd be like, yeah, what happened with the Wilder fight? Well, come on, man, tell us the truth. We'll talk to him like as if like we're talking to somebody like that just press the link on StreamYard. Just I will talk to them the way I'm talking to you now. I
Yeah.
won't be like starstruck, and I won't be like asking them corporate questions.
No,
But
no,
that's the
no.
issue, man.
And I think like, the
Yeah.
biggest issue is just that a lot of these fighters have to have like such a weird personality in answering the question. And it just feels like that I'm like listening to like a robot every time when I'm hearing like AJ or Canelo Alvarez or Triple G talk. It's just like, dude, just be like yourself, man. Like I know that you're not like this, outside of the cameras, but it's like for you to act like this every single time when people ask you a question, it kind of makes me feel like that you're hiding something.
And you know what? Like Canelo Alvarez, like no issue, but this face-off thing that he's doing with Gennady Golovkin is just like it's a bit dumb. He's trying to get too close to him. He's getting angry, and GGG is like literally not even saying nothing to him. So he's coming across as a bully.
Yeah.
So it makes me wonder: was he told by Eddie Hearn to act like this to sell the fight? Because clearly there's no like beef.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right?
It don't make sense to me. Man's just coming too close to him, and then even closer. I'm thinking, what is he doing? What's his behavior? He never used to act like that. Maybe the last pay-per-view sales was kind of low, from what I heard. So I heard that he done about 300,000, and the zone clearly are not happy because they paid him 40 million. So they're
Oh,
saying to him, yeah, they gave him like a lot of money. So he was told, look, sell this fight, man. So now, obviously, he's acting out of character. But guess what, though? I have a slight feeling GGG might win this fight. A slight feeling. I could be wrong, but like, I know Canelo's the favorite, but something tells me, man. Because I feel like GGG, like, he won the first fight. And the second fight, like, that could have easily went to GGG as well, but it was kind of close.
Yeah.
So this time around, imagine if he knocks out Canelo Alvarez.
I'll be laughing my ass off, man. I'd be laughing my ass off. I'd be telling all these stupid ass fucking Canelo fans, see, I told you Canelo's fucking garbage, man. He's a cheating piece of shit.
By a 40-year-old man.
By a 40-year-old Triple G that's fucking beating on his ass.
Just imagine that. Just imagine. Oh my God, man. You know what though? Like, I don't even hate Golovkin, but Golovkin kind of pisses me off as well because he's been at 160 all his life, all his boxing career, and this is the first time he's going up.
That's funny. That's hilarious.
And he's a big dude as well, man. Big dude. Like, he hasn't fought like anyone. He hasn't fought like the Charlos, Andrade. Like, with the Andrade fight, like, I don't understand why he never fought him because they're in the same stable.
Yeah, that's funny.
And then they were trying to tell us like this guy is like, the best in sliced bread. He's better than Marvin and Hagler, and I was thinking, stop, just stop. Like, all HBO, like, it's mental, man.
Yeah.
mental. But yeah, he got a lot of money, and do you know what? Yeah, he done like Abel Sanchez quite dirty as well. Like, do you remember what he done to him? His trainer.
No, I don't.
Okay, basically, Abel Sanchez was his trainer, right? And obviously, GGG, he's Russian, Kazakhstan, yeah? So,
Kazakh.
Abel Sanchez is Mexican, and he was trying to get the Mexican fans on side. So, basically, Canelo was like, oh, the Mexican style and this and that, yeah? And he literally, like, used Abel Sanchez to get where he's at now. And when he got offered that, like, around 100 million or something by the zone. And Abel Sanchez, he wanted a bit of cut. I think around nearly 10 million. And Canelo was like, no, I'm going to give you like a couple of million. Do you want it or not? Not Canelo, sorry, Golovkin. And Abel Sanchez was like, come on, like, what's this? And then he's like, okay, you know what? You're fired. That was messed up, man. After all these years, he helped him to get so much clout. And trying to get the Mexican people on side. And then, once Golovkin got the money, he decided, oh, I don't need the Mexican fans no more.
Yeah. I don't need Abel Sanchez. Man, fuck you, man. You fucking piece of shit, man.
Like, they're both kind of like snakes. There's like snakes. The feeling that I get,
Yeah. I don't get it, man. I think honestly, let the money changes them.
Unfortunately, money changes people.
Because if it didn't change you would be sticking with your team. You'd be sticking with everybody.
Yep. It's like me. It's like you trying to help me out. And then once I get that money, instead of like giving you what you deserve, I'll tell you like, yeah, I'll give you. Let's say like, yeah, I got like about £1,000, and I try to offer you like about 20 quid. That's fucked up. At least I have to give you like about £200, But guess what? This guy is trying to offer them like a couple of quid.
That's funny.
So yeah, that's the state of boxing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, you know what? Boxing has been good to us this year, and even the end of last year as well. But remember, we're just coming off like a global pandemic, so things are picking up slowly. I don't know if there's any great fights on in America. What's happening in America this weekend?
Nothing really. But I know next week, Mark Magsayo, he's fighting Ray Vargas, and that next week after that, Ryan Garcia, he fights Javier Fortuna, and then I don't know who fights July 23rd.
People
Uh,
are telling me like Fortuna got power in his hands and he might knock out, Ryan Garcia. I don't believe that. Do you?
nah, man, I think Fortuna, he got minimal power. He doesn't have real punching power because like I can tell when somebody hits hard. And if you look at his fight with Jojo Diaz, he was supposed to hurt Jojo, but he wasn't able to hurt him because once Jojo was able to like time his power shots, Jojo was hurting Fortuna more than Fortuna was hurting Jojo.
Okay. So from what I'm hearing, it's like Ryan Garcia is, he's getting food on the table
Pretty
just
much.
to eat him alive.
I mean, if you knock out Fortuna, that doesn't really explain much. You knocked out a guy that really wasn't that much of a certified throughout his entire career. And this is not the same guy that got his ass beat up by Jason Sosa that knocked him out, in which he was actually winning that fight. And
Hmm.
who else? He got exposed by Robert Easter Jr., who's really like I give Robert Easter his credibility, but he's really not that
Level
spectacular.
fighter.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Like I just see him as like a C level or B level fighter. And
Hmm.
then like who else did he also lose to? I think he also lost to. Oh wait, hold on. Like I'll just take a look at his box
He
record.
was supposed to fight Haney, but he ducked Haney.
Yeah, 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 yeah. He ducked Devin Haney. He said like, "Oh yeah, man, Devin Haney. He's like avoiding me. Get the fuck out of here, man. You fucking ducked like the living shit out of him, and now look at what you done. You basically made Devin Haney basically cruise through 135 and become undisputed, and you're sitting here fighting like nobodies that Devin Haney already beat. Like
Yeah.
Like that's how lame Javier Fortuna is. Like he's only
Hmm.
had three losses out of his whole career. That losing to Jason Sosa, Jojo Diaz, and basically Robert Easter Jr. And then he had like a draw with some guy early in his career, but still, it's like Javier Fortuna. He's not this spectacular fighter that a lot of Dominican boxing fans try to hype up, and I'm like, dude, Fortuna's done, man. It's like if he looks bad against Ryan Garcia and he gets knocked out cold, please don't you ever come back to me talking to me about Javier Fortuna, because this is it. Like if he gets blasted out by Ryan Garcia or he blasts out Ryan Garcia, I don't care who really wins, but Ryan Garcia is probably gonna come in with bad intentions to knock out Fortuna.
And Ryan Garcia is another guy that pisses me off as well. Like, I remember when he was Mando for Haney for that WBC belt, and Ryan Garcia ducked. I've never seen in the history of boxing someone as mandatory that will get paid a lot of money to say, no, I'm not going to fight for the title. I'm okay. I'll fight someone else. Ryan Garcia is that person. What a coward.
Yeah, Ryan Garcia, he's a puss. I mean, I don't have I don't have any like personal beef with him, but like if I were to like see him in real life, I would be very disappointed in him. Like I would tell him like, look, I don't really respect you for like what you did by avoiding Devin Haney and avoiding Javier Fortuna a couple times leading up to now, in which if he beats Fortuna, like okay, fine, you beat him, but you should have been defeated Fortuna a long time ago. But it's like you had so many opportunities to be great, and you just basically put everything down. Like you try to say that you're this next Oscar De La Hoya, but it's like, dude, like Oscar De La Hoya fought every dangerous opponent that we could think of, and you haven't been in that fight other than Luke Campbell that dropped you. a guy who's a non-puncher, and on top
Yeah.
of that, he's a southpaw. So that just shows like you struggle against southpaws. See, now I'm not too sure how many southpaws that Ryan has fought, but if Fortuna uses like the same tools that Luke Campbell did up against him, then I think Fortuna is going to do the same thing that Luke Campbell should have done, which is close the show when you have Ryan hurt. And if you do that, Ryan Garcia is no more. And if Fortuna knocks him out, I will be back on this channel saying I am right. Because Ryan, you have a lot of climbing to do. And if you lose to a guy that is like, honestly, he's really not that great, but still, you know,
Yeah.
you got to give him his props for being a world champion of some sort. But
Yeah.
still, it's like Fortuna, he's such a washed up low level fighter. And
Yeah.
it's like if you lose to him, I'm gonna be laughing. I don't care.
Yeah. He
But
should
it's
have
like,
lost against. To me, he should have lost against Luke Campbell. When Luke Campbell put him down, Luke Campbell should have pressed the gas, but he didn't. He waited for him, and he
yeah,
quit eventually.
yeah, he can't close the show. So that's why with Fortuna, he knows how to close the show, but it's like the problem with Fortuna is that he punches himself out to the point where he can easily get clipped with something really quick by Ryan's, left hand or right uppercut, and I think that'll be just game over. So that's why to
Hmm.
me I actually see this fight being like a 50-50 fight, knowing that this is like pretty much at the like most credible southpaw that Ryan has ever fought. So I mean, this is like a very difficult style matchup, but
Yeah.
I don't like I don't see Fortuna really doing anything spectacular other than trying to get on the inside and trying to crack Ryan to the body or crack him to his chin.
Right. So is it gonna happen in San Antonio in Texas? The
I'm not
fight.
too sure. I think I heard California or Texas.
From what I heard, is that he sold out a stadium, and I believe it's San Antonio. So, well done to him.
Yeah, like Ryan, he can sell, but the problem is that he's not being put in these big fights, and
I
that's
want to
what
see him
pisses
against
me
Loma.
off. Yeah. Like, I mean, think about it. If Ryan had fought Devin Haney, and let's just say he lost that fight, but he looked really good, Ryan Garcia would probably be fighting like Isaac Pitbull Cruz or Gervonta Davis. Like he would have been facing all the gauntlet, high level tier opponents. But it's like, it's very sad that he doesn't do that, and he's fighting guys that we never asked him to fight, and he's just kind of throwing everything out the window and just acting like a mental retard. So I don't know if
Yes.
he's just scared or he just knows that he's going to get knocked out by some
Yeah.
dangerous up and coming fighter.
I got a test for Ryan Garcia, Nakatani, and I'll tell you why. Nakatani was getting knocked over left, right, center against Verdejo, and then eventually he came back and he knocked Verdejo out cold.
Yeah,
Previous before that, he had a fight against Teofimo Lopez before Teo became a champion, and he gave Teo a hard time. That fight went the distance. Now, obviously, his last fight wasn't a good performance because he got knocked out by Loma, but he gave Loma a hard time. So I really want to see Nakatani against Ryan Garcia. I think
yeah. I
that'd be a
think
great, great
I
test.
think I think I think that's going to be a good. Yeah, that's going to be a
I
good
think
atmosphere.
Nakatani could potentially knock out Ryan Garcia.
If Nakatani knocks out Ryan Garcia, I'm gonna be
Yeah,
laughing my ass off because he just
yeah,
recently fought. Nakatani recently just fought back in June 13th, as of this month, and he knocked out his opponent in one round. But
Wait,
I
wait.
would
He
say,
lost against Loma, and then so okay. So he fought again after Loma fight,
yeah. He fought this guy named Hermanito De La Torre, some Filipino dude
and he
that he
knocked him out
knocked
cold.
out. Yeah, he knocked his ass out.
I'm telling you, Ryan Garcia don't want to go nowhere near Nakatani.
Yeah, he better stay away from him because
Nakatani does not give up. Nakata, even that Loma stoppage was a bit suspicious. I think they didn't
yeah,
want to, give him. They just waved the fight off. Nakatani is
yeah.
a tough fighter.
Nakatani could have very well stopped like no Vasil Lomachenko.
Yeah,
He was actually close of actually hurting Lomachenko, but
yeah,
Lomachenko was given that TKO treatment. So
yeah.
like like if Lomachenko beats you up too much, that the referee acts like a pussy to say, "Oh no, fight's over." Like, nah, man, get out of here, man.
Yeah.
Like, let
Hmm.
Nakatani go out on a shield. He didn't really get knocked out. He just got basically like pretty much he got screwed over the opportunity to
He
like
got hustled,
yeah.
and I didn't like it either. So that's what I'm saying against Verdejo. Verdejo put Nakatani down, I believe, 3 times, and
Yeah, he
Nakatani
did.
wasn't giving it up. And Verdejo is,
Nakatani was like, "Nah, man,
yeah,
I'm not going back home getting knocked out." He said, "Fuck you," cracked him up inside his head, and Verdejo he never recovered.
he
So,
stunned
so
Verdejo, bro. He stunned him.
yeah, he beat the lion shit out of Verdejo, and I was super shocked. I was like, "Holy shit! How the fuck do you blow that?" And I was like,
Mm.
"Wow, like." Dude,
That's
you
a
are
great fight.
so
Like,
stupid.
if Tim is still here, like, if you haven't seen that fight, like, that's a fight to watch. That was an epic fight.
Bro, like, dude, Verdejo, I used to be high on him, but obviously, like, I don't because he's a piece of shit,
The
and
stuff he done to his wife and stuff like that.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I mean, if he hadn't done that and he just focused on his boxing and just kept it moving, like Felix could have done some damage at fucking 135, man. After that Nakatani loss, I probably would have gone after maybe like a easy fight, and then after that, maybe fight like a guy like Isaac Pitbull Cruz or whoever
Yeah.
like Jose Valenzuela, even though he punches very hard, but like Felix
Yeah.
Verdejo had the opportunity to just come back from that loss and then get more high quality wins, but it's like
Yeah.
but for him to do something that murderous and that mentally insane,
Hmm.
just to do that to his girlfriend or to his baby mother, I don't know what the issue was, but either
Yeah.
way, it was just very very sad because it's like I used to like him a lot. Like I used to comment down under his Instagram page saying, "Yo, bro, like I like watching you fight. Salute from Albany, New York, man."
He's Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah. He was born and raised, but
Yeah. He's a piece of shit, man. Like,
he's
Pitbull Cruz. I'm gonna be honest with you about Pitbull Cruz. He's a good fighter, but he's not a great fighter. Okay.
yeah.
He's only
I
got
don't
that.
think so.
He only got that line because he went the distance against Tank Davis. Okay. He reminds
No,
me. Pitbull
I
Cruz
got, I
reminds
got,
me.
I got, I got some big news to share with you after your comment. But
Okay,
go
let
ahead.
me finish it then. So Pitbull Cruz, to me, I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna predict. He's gonna be like similar to like Parchelt. Okay. He reminds me of Parchelt. And he will get knocked out silly cold. And I was surprised that Tank Davis didn't knock him out. Maybe because he broke his hand, but go on.
Yeah, I was just gonna say with Pitbull, he reminds me of a smaller version of Josecito Lopez,
Yeah, it's Lopez as well, yeah.
and it's like he can easily get himself knocked out very soon because
Hmm.
he has no head movement, and all he does is just come one way.
Yeah.
Like he like some like weird ass fucking Mexicans really try to say like, oh yo man, he's like Like he's like Mike Tyson, man. He's like Mike Tyson, and I'm like, no, he's not. Motherfucker moves his head. Mike Tyson has amazing footwork. He has great ring IQ. Pitbull don't do any of that. But yet, you mean to tell me Mike
Mike
Tyson, out
Tyson.
of all the greatest fighters in the world, is Pitbull Cruz? You're on drugs. But
Some
still,
people on the internet, man, they're
yeah,
crazy,
the
man.
only reason why people like yeah, the only reason why people go to that conclusion is because they're trying to keep Pitbull's name relevant because there's not that many Mexican fighters that are good anymore. Because Canelo, he's on the decline. So now they're trying to like hype up all these Mexican fighters that are not that good. And I think Pitbull's like that next hype train machine where they're trying to say, yeah, man, Pitbull Cruz gonna take everybody over, man. Look at that knockout that he had over Yoriokas Gamboa, yeah, like fucking 40 plus year old Gamboa that
Yeah,
hasn't done anything spectacular as of recently, but he's been
yes.
super, inactive, and he's just been beat up left and right. Yeah,
Hmm.
but it's like that's really where people are going with Pitbull. They're trying so hard to like push his name, but it's like he's not doing anything. But guess what?
Yeah.
Come September, come September, Mr. Eduardo Ramirez, the same guy that beat, unfortunately, my Puerto Rican brother, in which I thought he lost that fight. Um, like Eduardo losing to Luis El Chucho Melendez,
Yeah.
but basically Eduardo, he's going to be fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz on the
Ooh,
Luis
that's gonna be
Ortiz.
a great fight.
Yeah. He's going to be fighting Isaac Pitbull Cruz on the Luis King Kong Ortiz versus Andy Ruiz fight card. So,
Is that a co-main event? Has to be.
yes, that's the co-main event. I know that for like a fact
Oh
because
my god, that would be a great
yeah,
fight.
according to PBC's boxing schedule, I think that's what it said. But
I just hope that that fight does go ahead. But I don't understand why we have to wait till September.
yeah, that's pretty stupid.
It's quite a long time away. Maybe it's to do maybe with Ruiz being injured. I mean, Luis Ortiz as well. Like in his last fight, it looked like he hurt his leg. Um, I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm looking forward to it though. I
Yeah,
guess we have to because when boxing, we're max, But like going back to like Mikel Parchelt, like about the Mexican people, like Mexican people. I remember like I used to talk to a lot of Mexicans online, and they used to tell me Mikel Parchelt is the next big star, and they never used to talk good about Oscar Valdez. And I was rooting for Oscar Valdez at the time. I was like, come on, come on. And at that time, like they didn't even care about Oscar Valdez. And now suddenly, like magically, like he's got fans now. I remember they were saying like, "Oh, Mikel Bachel's a beast. He's an animal. He's gonna knock him out." And look what happened to him. And the same thing will happen to Pitbull Cruz, bro. You
yeah,
know,
I think so. I
that's the
think
thing. But listen, I've been here for a while now. Man is tired, So it's been a great show. Thanks for having me. And
yeah,
obviously, our brother Timmy was here as well, and Tim in the chat, and everyone else that came through. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to your next show, bro.
yeah, man. I appreciate it, man. I had like a lot of fun, and yeah, man. I can't wait to chop it up like again, man.
Always, man. And yeah, man, yeah, that number that you gave Artur Beterbiev, 8.5. What was the score? 8.5.
8.98.
Okay, that was a decent score, man. So big up to my Muslim brother Artur Beterbiev as well. So with that, peace and blessings to everyone, and have a great day.
Yep. Thank you very much, Ron. All right, but yeah, man. I'm like I'm so burnt out, man. I gotta get ready to go to bed. I got 2 more days left. I got today and tomorrow for my job, and then 4th of July weekend we come, baby, and I will be enjoying myself. But also happy early, Independence Day to all my liberty loving friends here in America. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Shout out to Artur Beterbiev. Much love, man, and much love to all the Canadians, man. Especially all the French, Canadian people. They're like family, and yeah, man. Yeah. Like I appreciate you, Tim02. Thank you. Thank you for coming by and having a good, like a friendly conversation. And shout out to Bacon Sister. Thank you for coming by. I appreciate you. And shout out to the King, Mr. Mo Boxing. Please go subscribe to him. He has his own YouTube channel, and that's a pretty good channel that he has. And I suggest that you guys go check him out. Oh, and also, also please go subscribe to Tim Muzzy, aka Mr. Skywalker. I'll put their links into the comment section after the live stream's over, or I'll just do it tomorrow. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. Thank you guys for coming by. Salute to the mighty LDBC, and I will see you guys later. And shout out to Puerto Rico, and shout out to everybody that loves the sport of boxing. So, yeah, thank you very much, and I will see you guys later. Thank you. Yep, and I'll see you guys. Thank you. Bye.